It's time for Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, brought to you by Katie Carty and Candy Mink at Looking Glass Salon and Alicia Watson at Fly & W Boutique, where head coach Neil Myers discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's now time for Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens and Coach Neil Myers. Coach Salem Tigers made a trip down to Houston to take on the Tigers, start your SCA season out. And fumbleitis kind of hit the Tigers early in the game. Actually hit both set of Tigers in the first half. A lot of fumbles and an interception thrown. But unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, our mistakes came back to haunt us quickly.
They did. We had fumbleitis. That's on us as a coaching staff. We've got to get that worked out. We knew during the week. We had seen it during practice that week that we were dropping the ball more frequently than what we wanted. And we have a saying in the program that you practice as you play. And sure enough, that came back and bit us in that.
We always talk about points off turnovers, and they're daggers. They really are daggers to the heart. Your first real good play that you had got called back on a penalty. Those are the other daggers when you have a big run. Ragsdale had a beautiful run down a 5-yard line. It get brought all the way back on a holding call. And it really changes the momentum of the game. You know, like if turnover can change momentum, and especially if it's run back for a touchdown. But then you get a big run right after that, and you get a holding penalty, and bring it all the way back. It just makes it like we don't have a chance in this game.
It does. And those momentum killers, things of that nature, are what really they really hamper you a lot. And not only that, but for a team like ours right now where we are at, any type of a momentum change at all is a sensitive piece for us, because it's not like when you have a program that's been established and has been winning for some time. They're used to being able to overcome that. We're at a point still in our stage where we haven't been able to overcome those pieces. So our confidence level, whenever that happens, immediately goes from up high to down low in no time. It's almost, I always tell it to the guys, like, we look like a bunch of lemmings sometimes, that when it gets bad, we just jump off the cliff. And that's not the concept that we want, or the idea that we want.
So obviously the very first fumble we had, the Ben kid ran it back for a touchdown. Kid was a lot faster than I thought he was going to be, running that ball back 74 yards. Okay, that dagger's done, and they kick off. We can't really get anything done, and then have a short punt, and then Riley brings that one in for a touchdown. And again, take nothing away from the Houston offense, but then we recover a fumble after we get a chance in a one-play drive at the 17. Nice pass by Ragsdale right into Titus White right there. Little tight end slant, and bang, he was in the end zone. And I'm thinking, okay, it's a 14-6 ball game. We're a long way from over here.
Exactly, and that was the same mindset we had on the sideline. Guys, we're here. We're in it. You know, let's go out. Let's get a stop. Let's come back. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that that series coming up is when the hook and ladder, if I'm not mistaken, came and got us. And ironically, we had practiced that all week during the week. Unfortunately, we had some personnel changes in there that hadn't got to see it near as much whenever we were doing it. So we had Silas had gone down. He was having some vision issues. I think had a migraine earlier in the week. I think he had somewhat of the same thing. We had him checked for a concussion. We tried to go through protocol and all that. But we had Kane Baird, who's a young sophomore for us, that was in there. He had gotten reps during the week, but when you don't rep that consistently every time, that can be a change for some folks. And honestly, I thought Kane actually did well. We just had some misreads in other places, so that's not putting that on Kane at all. Kane actually read the play well, came up and stuck the guy, and it was funny. He hit him just right, but he still somehow, you know, if you watch it on tape, he kind of just pops it out of his hands just right, and it was unfortunate at that point.
You know, most people haven't heard hook and ladder in a long time. You don't see it very much anymore.
Nope.
You know, and I was talking to Rick on the air, and we were talking about it. I said, I didn't use hook and ladder because I don't hear it much anymore. You never hear it talked about in college football anymore, ever. And I said, even in pros, they just say it's a lateral back. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, you know, it's not a lateral back. It's actually a hook and ladder. It's like Statue of Liberty. Who does that one anymore? You know, doesn't happen very often.
Nope. The last time I can remember the Statue of Liberty was Boise State about 20 years ago in that Tostillas Fiesta Bowl and caught everybody off guard on that one.
And it will, because if you haven't seen it in 20, 25 years. But, again, a hook and ladder is an outstanding play, especially, and you see it sometimes if a receiver is being trapped and he can flip it back to another receiver and they can take off. So but this one was set up that way to receive the ball, catch it immediately, flip it back to the man who's darting up the sideline. He's got full speed, and unless you've got somebody right with him, there's no chance of catching him.
Well, we had it protected and had it guarded against during the practice week. We'd seen it before that they'd shown it in one of the highlight tapes, so we'd gone through it. The issue on that is that one of our guys read run instead of a pass. He said that the tackle fired off, and in that sense, in that time and piece of it, we're really hard on our outside backers right now that they need to be up reading. So I don't doubt it was Gavin Sapol, and Gavin Sapol's a heck of a player for us. And if that's what he read at the time, that's what he read. I completely agree with him and go with him on that.
And then still, the Tigers offense struggled a little bit after that. We had a couple of short punts, and I gave Houston some pretty good field position, and they were able to score on those two. One on the McCarthy run, which was a 36-yard run right after a fumble, and then their last drive, actually, and I call it a drive, was the fumble recovery again that gets returned. And when I shouldn't say that in the second half, but when you get recoveries that just keep thwarting your offense, those fumbles it just continues to mount up. Then all of a sudden, and Coach, and correct me if I'm wrong, but then the guys look a little bit more tedious or more deliberate going through the motion trying to hit the line. We weren't hitting it with the same speed we did to start the game.
No, and I would agree with that. I think overall, when you look at that game, I think physicality-wise, I think Houston actually came out up front. And we talked about this as a team this past week and trying to increase it even more. But I think they came out just more physical up front. But when you have those situations, and not only that, but a turnover is a momentum killer, period. But a turnover that results in a touchdown from that, and as you and I were talking, I remember one year in my life I saw 3 hole-in-ones. I never had one. And always the bridesmaid, never the bride, I guess is the saying on that. But this year, in the same light, I've seen 3 fumble recoveries for touchdowns against us, where I've seen probably, like you said, 4 or 5 in my entire existence in games that I've been a part of coaching or even playing in. And those absolutely, I think, are not just momentum killers, but they sting you a little bit harder than a regular turnover. A turnover we can fight for and say, defense, let's get back out there. That we're going out for one play to stop an extra point, and then offense get back on the field, let's go again.
Instant score. I mean, really, it's like a pick six. It's instant score. And the defense, who just got elevated by that fumble recovery and score, they're going to go right back on the field again.
Yep. And the offense that just got kind of, beat in the face a little bit, they've got to go back out there and hopefully not get hit in the face again.
Right, and try and pick it up. One bright spot, the Renault boy got a nice run there late in the game. Obviously, we had a chance to see some different players in there, but nice 42-yard run, and I was very impressed with the way the young man ran.
I've been really, really impressed with Rylan. He came out, was a little bit late coming out for football this year. But Rylan and I have a little bit more history. He played for a very, very good friend of mine in a youth league in Rolla, and I'd heard a little bit about him coming out. And Rylan came out wanting to be the quarterback. Well, as we looked at him more and more, we said, he's got the speed and the wheels to be a more of a tailback for us and be in that slot. And I think he was dead set on being a quarterback, but I think after that run, I think his mindset changed a little bit, and he realized how much fun he was having with it.
When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about that Houston game with Salem when we return on Tiger Talk after this.
John Deere is putting in work and putting up highlights.
Oh, man, look at those passes. Tillage, planting, harvesting.
3 years in, and these pre-owned machines are still at the top of their game. We're talking reliability, performance, and long-term potential.
And get this, these veteran machines can pick up the latest precision tech with ease.
You know it, and fans ready to add John Deere certified pre-owned equipment and more options to their lineup can shop at machinefinder.com.
Booyah!
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talks. Dan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, Coach Salem Tigers and Houston battled it out on Friday night, and it was a game that really is kind of unusual because there was not a lot of first downs in this contest, yet there was a lot of scoring. We talked about a couple of fumble recoveries going back for touchdowns and a couple of long runs by both Salem and by Houston. When you see a game like this and it becomes a yo-yo out there, you got one team on for 3 or 4 or 5 plays, another team on for maybe one. Salem Tigers scored on a one-play drive. I know Houston scored on 2 two-play drives. Isn't it kind of hard to get anything really established in those short drives?
That's the hard part. It's even harder when it's not going in your favor. When it's in your favor, there's a little bit of excitement and some fun going on. Unfortunately, that night it wasn't in our favor. So a lot more of, hey, all right, come on, defense, get it back together. Let's get back out there. We got to get a stop. Knowing that we could stop them, because I think our defense has played pretty well up until this game. But there's a point where that yo-yo plays an effect on everybody's minds, and obviously we're working with kids, so that messes with them a little bit more than it does us as adults.
And it challenges not only you but also the kids on the field after you get to a 14-6 trail. Say, okay, we got a chance, and they come out and they score again, and then you make a couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden the game looks like it's getting out of hand quickly because obviously you're kind of giving them good field position where touchdowns will come much quicker. So it's not like they have to go 80 yards to get it. They're going 45 yards. They're going 35 yards. They're going 48 yards. 48-yard field is a pretty short field, Coach.
It is, and it's ironic that we talk about it because a year ago, the team that we're getting ready to face this Friday, it was the same situation down there. And we talked about that this week even more so. But looking back at Houston, yeah, you give them a short field, that it really messes with the mind a lot. Because you still think they're driving, but they don't have near as far to drive if they were starting on their own 20 coming down the field. And obviously again, momentum's been kind of the key word we've talked about today, but it does even more so than that. It kind of puts a heart right into the spirit of how you're doing and what you feel like you're doing. Into a defense that had been out there quite a lot. That's not a fun time for them either.
And the way Houston approached the ball, that really delayed leaving the huddle, coming up, one count and snapping and going. Did that affect the way the Salem Tigers could read anything? Because a lot of times you read in their formation what they're going to do, you have a better idea. Did that mess that up a little bit?
I wouldn't say it did. We had caught a key that we had seen from film during the week. We caught it late in the week, but we had enough time to get it put in. It was not a game time. It was a Wednesday afternoon. We saw it. We put that in. I thought it made the reading of it a lot easier, made our alignment to where we did not have to move like you'll see our defense do a lot of times on the slower teams coming out of huddles and things. But it allowed us to key that, and we didn't have to watch as much or know as much. The issue for us was, when you watch it, there's things that you see, and in Houston's, they do good with what they've done there, and where they come out and it's a quick move. It's supposed to be, it's a 1 second count. They hold it for 1 second. The issue for us was there was some leaning, and we saw it, trying to get that for us. But no, I wouldn't say it was an issue as far as alignment. We were able to do that. The bigger issue for us alignment-wise was as injuries went on throughout the night. We had some guys that may not have got as many of the reps that the older guys that had been in there had during the night.
Now, you mentioned Silas went down. I think it was Pogue Boy went down. Was that?
No, it was Eddie Ragsdale.
Oh, okay. So I knew we had a lineman go down. So,
yep.
How's his status for the game tonight?
Eddie will be probably, I don't even want to say day to day, but I'm not sure we'll see action with him tonight. Levi had gone down the week before, and he will be down for the rest of the season.
I hate to hear that. Well, one thing that football is, it is a punishing game on your body. It really is. And you watch these young men get out there and give the best that they can. Injuries happen, but boy, we hate to see somebody gone for the season. I mean, a week, okay, I get that, but boy, I hate to see them lose it because you don't get that time back.
No, and it's funny you say that. We talk about that as a team quite a bit, and we talk about it in regards to effort. That hey, you got to give 100% every play because you never know when it could be the last play you have for that season.
When we come back, talk about tonight's SCA game against the Thayer Bobcats. When we return, it's Tiger football, Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Your hometown utility employs the people you know, your friends and neighbors, in times of the greatest need and the times you don't even think about it. They are there, providing safe, reliable service for electric, water, natural gas, and more, responding quickly when needed, supporting local events and efforts, with a shared goal of making the community better. Missouri Public Utility Alliance, reminding you your hometown utility is all yours.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, Coach Salem Tigers will have a buzzsaw on their hands tonight. Thayer Bobcats come to town. We all know what Thayer's like. It's a hard-hitting team. They have a lot of talent. They are a small school, but they really know how to play some football.
They do. They've got the epitome of what culture is in a small town. Those kids, they do it. I think they grow up from the time they're born. They probably get a Thayer T-shirt or a Thayer hat, and they're already wearing it, and they're ready to go when it's game time.
What players can we be looking for tonight for the Thayer Bobcats?
Well, I think Zeb Du Bois, number 40, and I was instructed that it's not Du Bois because his B is a small b, so it's Du Bois. I learn something new every day sometimes. But big kid, fullback for him. Big-time D lineman for him. We saw him last year, same thing. It's going to be the same type process with him. He's going to be leading up in the hole. He's going to be leading the charge for a lot of their rushing attack.
Well, we know that they like to run the ball, but every now and then Thayer likes to throw the ball, especially against the Salem Tigers. They kind of come out some games, we expect them to run the ball, try and run it down our throats, and then they come out throwing. You just never know what the Thayer Bobcats are going to do you?
No, you don't. But, that's a perk that they've got. I mean, they've got speed, too, that I've never, from a small school like that I would have never thought I'd seen. But there's something down in the water down that direction because there's a lot of speed down there. Seeing them run the ball. They've got two other tailbacks that I think are breakaway speed type guys that can get to the edge when they need to. Those are two guys that we're going to be worried about. Their quarterback is another one. He's all three great athletes that they've got in the backfield. They've got two wideouts. When they slide them out to the outside, they can go out and make catches whenever need be. It will be a test, but I think the bigger test for us is the physicality up front on the line because that is what Thayer is known for. Is they're going to come out and pound on you.
Defensively, what can we expect from Thayer?
So it's going to be a lot of what we just saw this past week. Okay. Instead of the 3-4 look, we're going to see a 3-3 stack. It might actually from the stands and even the press box, it's going to look like they probably have 8 guys on the line. Their linebackers play at about 2.5 to 3 yards. We look at it this way, that if we can get some type of a push, we can eliminate a lot of scraping by the linebackers and possibly take out 2 guys, but we've got to make that push for that to happen.
And when they get that close, I mean, there's opportunities. If you break the line, you're going to go.
Well, we hope.
Yeah, well, that is obviously you talk about some speed, somebody can catch you from behind, but you can get large yardage plays.
We can.
Yeah.
If we block like we're supposed to, that opportunity's there for sure.
And, of course, too, just like the tight end slant against Houston, they were all up on the line. You threw that, and there was nobody near Titus when he caught that ball.
No, the only problem now is they've seen it. That's the only issue. We hadn't shown that till that game. And that was a nice addition to it. But the problem is they've seen it. I would assume they would be prepared for that. But, again, if we start hitting them with the run, I think that opens up a lot more because, again, it's still kids. And they're going to start thinking, hey, we got to stop this run, and then, boom, there's that pop.
Well, I remember years ago, even when Coach Shukar was here, we had that one step back, and Joe Shukar would just throw the ball out there, and just 2-step slant and around the middle and gone. It was a wonderful play to have. We only used it like 3 times, but it is an effective weapon when you do use it. And, of course, when we do throw the ball, it's very obvious that we are not so much a throwing team, but your receivers have to catch the ball, especially when it hits them in the hands. We've had a few drops this year. Coach, that's demoralizing on the quarterback when he hits them right in the chest and or in the hands, and then they can't make the catch.
It is, and I actually think it's demoralizing for the offense. I think it's demoralizing for that receiver because, in practice, for example, they may have gone through and made that catch 10 times. Yeah. They step out in the limelight when it's time to shine, and I personally think they get to thinking, hey, I got to turn up the field and run, and they immediately forget that initial piece of catch the ball first, run second.
Or they're going to get hit.
Well, either one. Yeah. But, luckily, I think with the guys that we've got, they're okay with getting hit if they catch the ball.
Right.
And that's really what we want to do. But you are right. I mean, we know we're not a passing team. We're not a 5 wide, let's spread it open and throw and get crazy with it. But when that opportunity presents itself, we have to capitalize on those moments.
So get those short passes and get a few yards here and there if need be.
Yep.
That's the way you got to play some football. And the Thayer Bobcats are in town. It's SCA play. Coach, we wish you the very best against Thayer tonight and Salem High School's Bill Schuchart Stadium. Good luck, Coach.
Stan, appreciate it. Go Big Blue.
Go Big Blue. Let's go. Salem Tiger football. It is next when we come right back.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Neil Myers and Stan Stevens. Tiger Talk has been brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger football is next.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Tax Masters, Town and Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hub's Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, the Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flying W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. And now get ready for Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.
Stan?
Warm night. Another warm night.
It is, isn't it? Yep.
We're home, it's warm, and we're going to play a pretty good football team tonight in the Thayer Bobcats. Yeah. They come in 3-0. They scored 90 points in their first two games that were in actually Arkansas. And then they went on to play Mountain View last week and held them off out of the end zone at the last 5 minutes. I think they had 3 chances to score, and Thayer Bobcats defense stood tall, Rick. 21-14. That's a tough team. 2 tough teams playing right there. That's a tough team that can hold out the Thayer the Mountain View Liberty Eagles.
Yeah. You're right.
3 times inside the 5.
I mean, when you get inside, you think you would get one of them in, wouldn't you? But like I say, I'd have to hand it to the Thayer defense for holding them out.
But you can't overlook the Thayer offense. We mentioned 90 points in the first 2 games. You know they're going to be there and they're going to be ready, and they've got plenty of tools. We're going to tell you about that in just a minute. I want to thank the ladies at Flying W Boutique and the Looking Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. Stop by and see Alicia, Candy, or Katie. They're located 101 West 4th Street, downtown Salem. And also thank you, United Country Salem Realty, for sponsoring the intro to our Salem Tiger football broadcast. Really do appreciate these great sponsors. Contact Babette Wells or any of the great staff at United Country Salem Realty for any questions about real estate you might have. 573-729-3148 or stop on by 605 South Main. Coming up, if you're video streaming with us tonight, if you look at the bottom of your screen, ding, ding, there it is.
Wow.
The score bug, it popped up.
I don't like the score.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That was
I didn't like the score.
-1. I don't know how that happened, but anyway, we'll fix the score bug. Yes, it is.
It's fixed.
It's brought to you by. Hopefully, that score wasn't brought to you by Ozark Overhead Door. But anyway, Zane and his crew doing a tremendous job. If you need a brand new garage door or you need repairs, and we all know springs bust. Sometimes your opener goes out.
Yep.
Sometimes you just need remote openers, whatever it might be, or just preventive maintenance. A little bit of lubrication will help it along. Get in touch with Zane, 314-243-9341. And our instant replays tonight brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at Hubs Tire Center. They are a 3-generation family-operated business right here in Salem. They're on Highway 19 South at 801 South Main, across the street from the radio station. You can give them a call, 573-729-5800. They do all your tire needs, of course, whether you have a leak or need new tires or you just need new rims. They've got all that. Plus, they do state inspections and auto repair. That's Hubs Tire Center. Well, we do want to remind everybody that coming up on the 26th of September at 6 p.m., the Salem Area Community Betterment Association is having a fundraiser at the Salem Bowling Center. It's bowling night.
Night.
We can't go because we got a game to call.
Oh.
But there are 15 team slots available at $200 per team, and you can put up to 6 players on that team. To get more information or to register your team, stop on by the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center. That's on Highway 19. Or stop by the Salem Area Chamber office in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Should be a lot of fun. Nights of strikes, spares, and community fun. The SACPA fundraiser, Friday, September 26th at 6 p.m. at the Salem Bowling Center. As we mentioned, some weapons, and some weapons for Thayer Bobcats. You might have heard about this guy called Zeb Du Bois. He is a fullback, and he is a truck. I mean, basically, he is a 5'10", 245-pound fullback, and Ricky, he hits the line like a dump truck.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. And you will note on there, too, that you'll also see there that he is a senior, Stan, as we've heard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that people have heard us call him before because, he's going to be a load for these Salem Tigers to bring down.
They also have a lickety-split back, as Shue used to call him, and that's Thomas Poole. Very, very quick running back. Yep. He's had, I think the first game of the year, he had 200 yards rushing, had 100 yards in the last 2 games. So, obviously, he's a guy that they're going to go to.
Yep.
So, we need to keep our eyes out for him. A quarterback, Dawson Harris. Now, don't know a lot about Dawson Harris, even though he's a senior. He never really started against the Salem Tigers that I can remember, unless it was last year. And I really don't remember that one because that was really a game to forget.
Yeah, there you go.
But they got some pretty good receivers. We don't hear a lot about that with Thayer because they like to run the ball. But Colton Mills and Cordell Washington. Now, Cordell Washington actually came from over in Springfield area last year to Thayer. He played a little bit on their basketball team last year. This kid's an outstanding athlete.
So he kind of moved in after the football season last year.
Right. And they say football is his game. Now, he's a senior this year, and he is extraordinarily fast. He came in second LSCA in track last year.
Wow.
So, yes,
look out there. Yeah.
He's got some speed. Salem Tiger will have Silas Du Bois back, which is good news. And unfortunately, as you heard in Tiger Talk, if you were with us, that unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, Eddie Ragsdale out. So got a couple of guys banged up a little bit, but let's hope the Salem Tigers can put their best effort forward, get a couple of breaks tonight, and see what happens. Last year, it was a disaster. I think we had 6 turnovers.
I think so, yeah.
It
was so many. You're right. That's something we do want to forget. You're right.
But
we
did.
I'll
just, if anybody forgot, Thayer had 10 touchdowns. So we gave them 4 on turnovers. So, I mean,
true.
When you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, Houston, they converted it.
Bad.
And and they had some turnovers. Yeah,
they did. It was a misty night, and it all started out bad. Anyway, so the Thayer Bobcats receive the ball and defend the goal to our south as we get ready to start this football game. And, of course, we always like to thank our friends and all of our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Salem Tiger Sports, like On the Spot Auto Glass. Their job that they do every single day is right in their title. They change out your auto glass on the spot. And if you'd like to find out more about them, check them out on Facebook, or if you need their services, call 573-247-3608. Our kickoff We brought to you by your friends over at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader is your agent, and he can assist you with your auto, your home, your life, your business insurance, other insurance needs like maybe umbrella insurance, barn, hunting ground insurance. You know, people do have a lot of real estate out there that might have a structure on it. Need to get it insured. Get in touch with Willie. Find out how he can help you. 573-729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. So Washington will go drop deep for that kick, as we talked about. He has got some speed, and also going back will be Owen Brown. I believe it's going to be Owen Brown. Let me double check. That might be Corbin Taylor. Brown was back there in the warm-up. Nope, it's going to be Taylor. He'll drop deep. Him and Washington. Tigers don't usually kick it very deep. They're standing at about the 15. Titus White will be kicking off. He's kind of inherited all the kicking duties, but there may be a new kicker next week. Maybe.
Maybe?
I promise nothing.
Okay.
But there may be.
Where's our foreign exchange students at? We used to always have them.
We need some Brazilian soccer players. What
That's
we
right.
need. Absolutely. Washington comes up and plays it short. The ball comes out, hit the Thayer Bobcat in the shoulder, and he's able to pull that ball down and pick it back up, so there's no fumble. Making that was Xavier Gonzalez. And Thayer will take over 1st and 10 at the 37, 36-yard line, depending on the spot.
Let's
And
go
put that
7.
at 37.
There we go. Let's go 37, Stan.
Well, just as long as they don't keep moving it.
Yeah, he finally set it down. So we're going to start out on
They
their
set it
37.
down. You walked away.
There
Let's
we go.
just
That's what we want.
leave the ball alone.
Yeah.
They haven't even started the play clock yet, Rick. Not yet.
Wow. Okay.
Finally, Harris goes under center, wants to fire that ball out. It's a lateral, and it comes back to Washington on the outside, turns that corner. He's got that speed we talked about. He's at the 20, and he is going to take it all the way for a touchdown. First play. That is a handoff, Rick, because it was a lateral pass. And so that goes for 37 from the 37-yard line. Yeah, we'll get it right.
Yep.
63-yard
run.
Yes.
Woo. You was talking about wheels, Stan. We just seen them there, didn't we?
Wow.
Wow.
Washington. Talked to Mike Crace about it from Cause Radio, and Mike Crace from Thayer, and Cause is over in Ava. I don't know why I said that. But I told him, I said, don't be surprised you guys throw. And they did. Kick by Washington afterwards is blocked. It comes back, and they're going to try and run it for 2. They've got the blocking being turned the corner. They might get in, and they're going to take it in for 2.
Can you tell who took it in, Stan? 24?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. There's a flag.
There's a flag down.
Yep. Back about the
I don't know if he
16?
missed the ball or the kick got blocked, Rick.
I thought it looked like maybe he missed it. I don't.
Yeah, maybe he did. I just saw the
looked up
ball.
about the time and it went by him. Yeah.
So they're going to move it back. That 2-point conversion will not count.
No. Okay.
Legal block in the back.
Yeah.
But that'd have been a weird 2-point conversion. I'm telling you what.
I agree.
We have seen some weird stuff. But he had a wall of blockers in front of him, so Washington will get a chance to do it again. Cordell will stand back. It's now going to be a 30-yard extra point. Snap is back, and Washington kicks. That one is blocked, and the Salem Tigers just jump on it.
Forget that.
Yeah, falling on it was Paxton Decent. I said, we're not going to see that again.
No.
So the PAT is blocked. And it's a 6-0 Thayer lead. One play into this game with 13 seconds gone.
Wow. Nothing really fancy, Stan. I mean, you just throw it out there and back, like you said, a lateral back there, and then he just took off down the sideline, and Salem Tigers didn't have nobody that could catch it.
No, they did not. And but again, the speed of Washington, he outran the Salem Tigers secondary. As they actually had what I would have considered some pretty good angles on maybe a normal runner, Rick, but by the time that they got to, I think, where they thought Washington would be, he was already by that.
Yeah, he was.
63-yard run for Cordell Washington. Well, we kind of said could happen with the speed.
Yeah, you was talking about the speed, and we went, so what you was exactly. That's what Sam was referring to right there is their speed.
Right. And Rick, we'd be amiss if we didn't say that we were wrong last week. I know, very rarely, but it does happen. But on the double shift by Houston, that is not an automatic stoppage of play.
Okay.
Okay, we were corrected on that. No, that is allowed. Of course, they can throw the flag, but they can let the play go. It's not automatically blown dead,
but
like a false start.
But they can play. They can blow it dead.
They can blow it dead, and probably should, because what play is there? Who's going to take the play?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what defense is allowed to stay unless it's a loss?
Yeah, true. So, but anyhow.
But we wanted to stand corrected.
Yep.
We did make a mistake there.
Yeah.
Well, that's our only mistake all year. But I do want to say it was brought to our attention.
And like you say, and the rules change and
all the time.
So it is hard for us. We're not involved in the rule book, so it's rules change.
Washington kicks it off. It's going to go back to the 4-yard line. Salem Tigers have it there, and May trying to come up through the middle, and he's going to get swallowed up at around the 22-yard line.
Done a pretty good job, Santa, trying to get that ball back up the middle.
He did.
Get all he could get, yeah.
Brought down, I believe, by number 4, Trenton Johnston.
Okay.
He was at the bottom of that pile.
Along with others, yeah.
How many different balls are out there? That's the third ball I've seen get tossed.
We'll keep throwing it from sideline to sideline.
All right, so see, that's what the gentleman's supposed to do. Stand over the ball. Make sure nobody touches the ball.
Yeah.
But last week in Houston, he was moving the ball.
Yeah. Why? I don't know.
None of us knew. None of us knew, Rick. That was the fun part. Hayden Ragsdale come out, try and match up the Ava offense. And that ball is loose on the floor, picked up, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Number 24 for the Thayer Bobcats.
22 yards out, Stan, when he picked that up.
Boyce Dominic. That's 4 this year.
Wow. That ball come out of there pretty quick, didn't it?
It did. Woo. Dominic. You said 24 yards?
Yeah, 22 yards, I'm sorry,
22.
Stan. 22.
Wow. Thayer's going to line up and go for 2 here. They snap it across laterally, and a flag went down. Fumble on the exchange from Ragsdale. I don't know if he ever really had the snap.
I'm like you said, I'm not for sure if we ever got a handle on that.
So I see the flag is still there, Rick.
You finally showed false start procedure, whatever you want to go.
Well, yeah, I know, but it couldn't have been that hard to figure out.
I know.
Well, that'll cost Thayer 5. So that's Thayer's second penalty. But 4 fumble recovery for touchdowns with fumble returns. Dawson has it, wants to run it himself. He's got a wide open path to the end zone, and he will take it in for the 2-point conversion. Dawson Harris took the snap, and they flooded everything to the right, and they just walked it in for the 2-point conversion. It's 14-0 Thayer. So Harris with a 2-point conversion, Rick, and that's from 8 yards away.
8 yards out, gotcha.
$14-0 Thayer. We played 25 seconds. Want to thank our friends at Dane County Farm Supply for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. They have feed, fertilizers, mowers, weed eaters, so much more. Everything you need for the farm. Stop on by and check it out. They're locally owned right here in Salem at 1716 Scenic Rivers Boulevard at 3272 Separation. That's the intersection right there where 32 goes west and 72 goes north.
There you go.
Check them out at Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated. That's Dr. Ashley Cunningham. She can be your veterinarian for not only your livestock, but your pets. Stop on by and visit 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard or call 573-729-4031 for all your animal health care needs. That's Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated. Well, one offensive play, one fumble.
Yep.
Not in the way Salem wanted to start the game out, Rick. I guarantee you that.
25 seconds into the game.
Yeah. That's digging a hole. Washington kicks this one, a line drive kick. Comes up May with a good catch at the 12-yard line. Still on his feet, still trying to maneuver his way up the field and gets to the 28-yard line. Nice return. No flags down that I can see.
Nope.
That was a line drive kick.
That was a kick, wasn't it? Boom.
And May grabbed it in the air. Didn't even lose stride.
No, he didn't.
And Alton brought it back up, but Tigers will start out their 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's see what they have in mind. They finally just started the play clock again, Rick. This is kind of getting a little bit crazy. Brody Ray in at fullback. Ragsdale hands that ball off and trying to turn that corner and getting right back to the line of scrimmage. Like Du Bois.
Silas, yep.
No gain.
Okay.
Maybe a loss of a foot, but we'll call it no gain.
Yeah.
Second down, we still call it 10. Call it a long 10. Hand off to Ray up the middle. Big hole. Brody still on his feet. Gets hammered at about the 36-yard line. He'll pick up about 8.
Okay.
Maybe 9. The spot is at the 36. Call it third down. Let's just call it 8. 3rd and 3.
Gotcha.
Nice burst by Brody right up the middle. Had a little seam. He hit it.
Yep.
Able to get the Tigers within reachable yardage for the first down. They did start the play clock kind of on time that time.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. Salem in a double wing, May in motion.
Up the middle.
And that ball off to Ray up the middle. Still going, still going. Gets to the 47, maybe 48-yard line. That's a gain of about maybe 9 or 10, depending on the spot. And it's the first down for the Salem Tigers.
Go 10,
I'd give them 11, Ray. They're going to mark him at the 47.
Okay. Nice run again by Brody Stan. He didn't. When that kid hits the line, he's going.
Yeah, he did. He hit that line in motion, Rick. Boom. No stopping, trying to juke his way through.
No hesitation.
None whatsoever. From the 47 of Salem. Handed again off to Ray. This time he is smothered. He'll lose a yard and a half back to just outside the 45. That play never got anywhere.
It didn't, did it?
I think Thayer was kind of ready for that one.
Enough is enough, yeah.
9:30 to go, 14-0 Thayer. A 63-yard lateral pass run by Cordell Washington, and then a fumble recovery brought back. 22 yards. A handoff to Silas Du Bois trying to turn that corner, but he runs into
nothing there.
A ball, just a wall of white.
Wow.
Thayer Bobcats, by the way, are in their white jerseys with their Kelly green numbers and helmets. Salem Tigers in their navy blue pants. Carolina blue jerseys with white numbers, as you're watching on your video stream. It'll bring third down in about 12. First quarter action here at Salem. Hayden Ragsdale going under center. wants to throw, fires it out quickly, and it's incomplete. And taken down hard on that crossing pattern was Silas DuBois. Tried a little slant pattern there, Ricky, and he just missed it, probably. Silas still got the punishment, though. He got hit.
Got hit.
So 4th down, and White will have to come in to punt. I believe that's Washington deep. Stand about the 27-yard line. Snap is back. Good pressure. Kick comes off the side of the foot, and it's not going to be near Washington. It'll come to a halt, a Salem halt at the 30-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Ball went off the side of his foot to the right and then circled back to the left after it hit the ground. So Cordell Washington, run of 63 yards and a Dominic Boyce 22-yard fumble recovery and return. 14-0 Thayer. Harris will lead the charge up.
Okay.
They still haven't started the play clock. Now they just started. Do they not know how this game works?
All you got to do is start it. Yeah, starting. Yeah.
Harris goes under center, now comes up looking. Washington is wide to the left. And throw it again, same play. This time to a different player, and he's going to get 8 yards. I believe that's number 27.
You'll call that one a pass, Stan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tucker Wade, that ball is just right on the line.
Right on the line?
Yeah.
Okay. Give him 7.
I thought it was, well, it could have been 7. There was a 7 on his jersey.
Okay. I couldn't tell, Stan.
I think it was 27.
27?
Rick. I really do. And they'll bring a gain of 6, almost 7. 2nd down and about, we'll call it a long 3. Back to throw again. Dawson throws it deep. Has a man open. That's Washington. He pulls up. And it's incomplete. Good job by Paxton Deason. He's step for step with Washington. That's hard to do.
Stayed right with him, didn't he?
Yeah, it is. He was right with him.
Yeah, he was.
3rd down and 3. They'll bring in number 24, Boyce Dominic. Dominic is a running back at times, but also a receiver. They're going to go in a power eye here, I think. No. Double wing formation. They changed it. Inside handoff, trying to turn that corner. The Tigers do a good job.
Is that Max?
Of cutting that off. I believe it was. They stopped.
No, number 10.
Paxton Deason coming up.
Coming up. Yeah, nice job.
Heath Combs with that run. And a loss of 2. And the Tigers hold on defense, and Washington will go back to punt. Tigers are sending DuBois deep. Washington standing at his own 23, 4th down, low snap, and I thought he might run it. He had a lot of room, Rick, a high kick way over to the right side, and DuBois does the right thing, let it bounce, and it goes out of bounds, right at the 31-yard line. So Salem will take over 1st and 10 with 7:03 to go, first quarter, 14-0 Thayer. Legends Auto, 500 West Scenic Rose Boulevard in Salem, can keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. And with autumn right around the corner now, Rick, you got to get that vehicle ready to go to be safe on the road. So get by. See Legends at 500 West Scenic Rose Boulevard or call 573-729-2884. 1st and 10, Salem Tigers at their own, just outside the 30-yard line.
Okay.
Now you see how he stands there?
Yeah.
He's not touching the ball.
Yeah, he's security.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
We're talking about the mid-judge.
Ain't nobody moving that ball.
Man on the left wing. Silas on the right wing, and Brody Ray in the middle. And I believe that ball almost came out again. Handing it off to Brody Ray. Thayer player came up with the ball.
I think it was all on the ground at the same time, wasn't they? Yeah.
Second down, 11. I saw that ball coming out, Rick.
Oh, did you?
Definitely, yeah. I saw the handoff. It was not a good one into the gut of Brody Ray, and the ball was like on his thigh. And that's why I was thinking that was not a very clean handoff. Trying to find a little bit of running room was Brody Ray, and he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, a gain of 1. Third down, and still just about 9.5. Their Bobcats got a very good defense. They have a very good mixture of seniors, juniors, and freshmen. Sophomores in there. No, they got freshmen in there too that are playing varsity ball too, so you can't rule that out. Again, Salem stays in a double wing. Back to throw, and the pass is way behind the intended receiver for the Salem Tigers, Ryan Hallinar. And it'll bring up 4th down and just about 9. Tried the quick pass out to Hallinar. He was up the field. That ball was more toward the sideline.
Yeah.
So a little miscommunication there, and Titus White will go back to punt. Washington standing right about midfield. Now backs up a few extra yards. White stands at about his 16. Snap is back. Big pressure by Thayer, and the punt is off and will come down at about the 46 and stays at the 46. just kind of went sideways.
Went sideways, didn't it? Yeah.
Sure did. Down there by the Salem Tigers, Ira Barton. And it will be 1st and 10 for Thayer. Pretty good field position at their own 46-yard line. I thank Jet Tire and Auto at 800 South Park Avenue for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 573-729-3650. You need tires of all kind or off-road accessories. Rick, they got those too, including special custom wheels. Stop by Jet Tire and Auto. You'll find that hometown feel waiting for you at 800 South Park Avenue. Proud to support your Salem Tigers.
Very, very well said.
Thank you so much.
All right. Here we go, defense.
All right, Tiger defense held last time. Thayer got on the board on their first play of the game, and then on a fumble recovery. Handoff running up the middle, getting some big yardage. Ooh. That's number 8, Poole. He'll get about 10. I think about 10. I don't think he got the first down. He's short. They may measure. It's pretty close.
Did he signal? He signaled first down, I think.
Did he really?
I think so. I think he said, come on. Yeah, see, they're wanting them to move it. Yep. I'm going to give him 10, Stan.
I guess, Rick. It looks like it's about a foot short.
It did look short, yeah.
Well,
but give it a first down, Stan.
Now, yeah.
Give it a first down.
First down, this time again, Poole press right through the middle. Poole to the 20-yard line. He's to the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Poole runs it in from 44 yards out. Make it 45.
45? Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And Thayer adds to their lead. It's 20-0 at the 5:16 mark. Rick, nobody laid a hand on him.
I don't think he ever got touched through the line or anywhere standing on that one. Wow.
So Poole, just a little dive play, Rick.
Yeah, it's nothing fancy, Stan. Just like you say, it's just a little dive play right up the middle, and he never got touched.
Washington in for the point after. The snap is back. That kick is up. That one looks pretty good.
That one's better.
And it is good. So this kick by Mr. Cordell Washington splits the uprights. And it is a 21-0 Thayer lead.
5:16 to go here in the first quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I saw that earlier.
I did too.
But nobody on the field sees it, right? Good.
It's heat light.
Distance lightning. Way far away. We didn't see it.
No sound.
No sound.
There we go.
No thunder. No lightning. Nothing. 5:16 to go, first quarter. 3 touchdowns for the Thayer Bobcats. And 1 a lateral pass for 63 yards. 1 a fumble recovery. And then here's Thomas Poole with a 46-yard just dive play. He just ran right through the line.
Run right through everybody. Yeah.
It was a nice hole for him, Rick. And once he got a secondary, here's the track meet.
It was, yeah.
and I don't.
Not too many people's going to catch Mr.
Paxton
Pearl.
Decent tried from his side, but there's.
Yeah, he'd come
not
from
too
way
much-
from this
yeah.
side. He was way too far over.
Not too much hope trying to cross the entire field.
No.
So Washington will kick off again. May and Du Bois go back. 5:16 to go, first quarter. This is not the type of start we were hoping for. Washington ready to kick off. And he drills that one short, and it goes right through May. You pick it up at the 6-yard line. He's trying to cut back against the grain. He's going down to the 10. And then a couple extra pushes and shoves out there. Alden went down. That ball went right through his bread basket underneath and right through his legs.
Whoops.
Squirted by him, and then he had to go field it at about the 7.
Kind of got caught in between, didn't he?
He'll bring it back to about the 14, but he got hammered. First and 10 on the near hash mark for the Salem Tigers. 5:09 to go in this first quarter. Not been the smoothest of starts.
True.
Thing is, when you play a team like Thayer, if you can just hold them at bay,
Yep.
it's kind of a win.
Yep.
Because you know they're going to have offense. You know they're going to have the ball. You know they're going to be pushing you.
Yep.
But on defense, if you can keep them from scoring, you're in good shape. But unfortunately, they've already put 3 on the board here, 1 by a turnover. And so we'll see what the offense can do here. Ragsdale to Silas Du Bois. He's hit behind the line and thrown back at about the 7. He's trying to get back up.
See where they're going to put him down.
Yeah, I don't know. If he tried to get back up and run, Rick, they can put him back at the 5. And that is kind of where they're going to put him.
Back at the 5, Stan? 6?
Well, no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
About the
Yeah, right at the 5. It looks like
just outside the 5.
Just barely, yeah. So when they throw you backwards, if you try and run forward again, you lose that mode of gain you had initially. The boys in motion. Tigers trying to just weed it out to the left side. And it looks like they may have lost the football, and they did. Tigers lost that football.
Looks like they got it.
Ragsdale's coming up with a little injury. I think he lost the ball, Rick. Trying to get to the outside, and so
kind of got rolled up on. Looked like
it did.
He did kind of get rolled up on. Yeah, and he's still.
So Ragsdale down right now at about the 7-8 yard line, and the fumble recovery is going to give Thayer the ball at about the 8. Well, we hope the young man's okay.
True.
There was basically half the Thayer team out that way on that pile.
Yeah, like I say, it looked like say that he did get rolled up, and I don't know if that caused the ball to come out of there or not, Stan, but it looked like he did get rolled up on the either on the ankles or around his knee.
And if he hopefully just got the wind knocked out of him, and he just needs to get his air back. He's getting helped up by Coach Myers.
Yeah. He's got a little hobble to him, Stan.
A little bit. I just
putting weight on it though.
Yeah, he's not walking with a limp or anything like a major limp, Rick. I just think he's
putting pressure on it. So yeah, if they did get twisted up, he might.
Now he's hobbling a little bit.
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Well, he already had a wrap on that right ankle.
Yeah.
So he might
could have been re-injured.
Yeah, he might have gotten rolled up on that too. So Thayer Bobcats within striking distance again. Ball at the 8 yard line.
First and goal. Yep.
First and goal. Washington wide to the left side. Hand that ball off and trying to make his way through is Du Bois, and he is close down around the 1 yard line. He was just knifing his way through, Rick. He just pushed off a couple guys and dropped his head and tried to dive for the end zone, but he fell just shy.
Yeah. You're right, Stan.
So Zeb Du Bois,
he is a load, isn't he?
He's a load. Low to the ground. I mean, he's got that low center of gravity.
Yeah.
He's tough to bring down.
Yeah, you're not going to arm tackle him, Stan.
You got legs on that guy.
Yeah.
Dawson will give it to Zeb this time, and he'll go in for the touchdown.
Yep.
Du Bois in from 1 yard out. And the Thayer Bobcats have increased their lead to 27-0 with 3:42 to go, and then capitalizing on 2 Salem Tiger fumbles. And Rick, we talk about it all the time. Fumbles. If you score off fumbles, it's a dagger.
It's demoralizing. You're right, Stan. Yeah.
And as quickly as these 2 fumbles have been converted.
Yeah.
Washington ready for the snap. The kick is up and is short off to the right side. No good. I might have been partially blocked
again. Could have been tipped. Yeah, it could have been tipped. Kick
was blocked. And it's 27-0. Thayer here in the first quarter. This is a lot reminiscent of last year's game, because I think they had 5 touchdowns in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, because of the fumbles.
Yeah.
It does happen. You have those games. Anyway, nothing less than a good effort is what we're looking for. Man, the Tigers still got a lot of football yet to play. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Discount Bins at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem is ready for you to stop on by and check out their incredible treasures that wait for you. Yeah, they got a lot of great deals. You never know what's going to be down there either, Rick. It could be something electronic, could be something pottery-wise, it could be Halloween decorations, Christmas decorations, could be anything. You know, and it just might be exactly what you're looking for. Check it out at Discount Bins. Go by there. You can start on Friday, go all the way to the next Wednesday, and now Thursday they're closed for restocking.
Yeah, don't go out there Thursday.
Don't go out there Thursday. 573-543-2113. Discount Bins, 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard East, right here in Salem. And unbeatable deals are waiting for you. Come tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, Stan.
Let's try it again. So Washington's going to kick off. Kickoff brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. If you need his assistance, call 573-729-4941. Washington has got a good kick on this one. Again, he likes Alton May. Kicks it right to him at the 4-yard line. Alton up to the 20, 25. Ducks one tackler and gets up to the 26-yard line.
Good run back, Stan.
That is a good 22-yard run.
Yep.
.336 to go in this first quarter. Tigers going to have to call a timeout, Rick. I did not see a quarterback come out. No,
not either.
And so a timeout called by the Salem Tigers with 3:36 to go first quarter. 27-0 Thayer. Timeout brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. Give them a call on the Crossroads, 573-729-5165 to find out about discounts and, of course, all kinds of different bundling. Jonas Schaefer, 573-729-5165. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here at Salem High School football field, let's go ahead and give you those offensive starters for Salem Tigers.
Charlie Darrell, senior.
Titan Shepard, senior.
Cole Crocker, junior.
Gavin Zapal, senior.
Jonathan Bettigrew, junior.
Silas Boyce, junior.
Alton May, sophomore.
Brody Ray, junior.
Hayden Ragsdale, senior.
Ara Barton, senior. Max Schlover, junior.
Looks like Silas Du Bois.
Looks like Silas coming in to be the
coming in.
Yep.
Silas makes a little deke, heads right up the middle, and he'll get to the 34-yard line. So if Ragsdale on the sideline might be getting some attention right now.
Sure.
The Silas will take that ball up for a gain of about 6.
Okay.
First down. I was wondering who they might bring in as the second
like you say, he
quarterback.
was out there. Then, like you say, then a timeout was called, and I couldn't tell.
Well,
if
they
he
were a
was-
man short at the time.
Yeah. Looks like say Silas will stay in as a quarterback.
Right. So on those starters that you just saw, that's why we didn't really announce them.
Right.
We knew there was going to be, possibly could be a change right there. In motion is Paxton Decent, and I'll hand it off to Brody Ray, and he just got smothered.
Yeah. I don't think that Silas ever got the ball to him, Stan.
I don't know if he did or he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think
Number
he did.
66, Connor Crowder, he crushed him. 6'4", 275. He's a sophomore, Rick. He smothered him. Loss of 2, bring up third and still 6. Paxton Decent takes Silas's place at that right tailback. He goes in motion. Silas trying to keep it himself, and he's going to get nothing. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Didn't have much of a chance.
No, there's no room to run to the outside, that's for sure. Thayer is shooting the gaps, Rick, and they're in that backfield quickly.
Yeah, they're back there before, like you say, Silas could do anything.
That little flare pass that they were trying could work. Because these guys are so, the defensive ends, the defensive ends are just going straight in on the runner.
Yeah.
So Titus White will go back to punt. Washington only near the 50, now back up a few feet. Now back to the 45. There's movement, no flags though, and then White gets the kickoff. Fair catch call for and by Washington. There's contact made.
No, you can't go.
Comes down in the hands of Thayer Bobcats. Cannot advance a muff punt.
No.
Let's see if that's what they call, though. It looks like they're going to spot the ball there, Rick.
Yeah.
The flag went down at the 45 where contact was made.
You could tell, like you say, that was
with a fair catch.
Was a fair catch interference. Yeah. I'm not for sure that
But they're going to mark it off.
The ball, did he?
Looks like they're going to mark it off from where they brought the ball back. Or they're just going to mark it there. You cannot advance a muff punt. Here we go again.
Yep.
In every level of football, I believe, you cannot advance a muff punt.
Yeah.
However, where they mark the ball, if it's a 10-yard penalty, it'd be right where it is anyway. So it's not going to make a difference.
Or real close. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to make much difference.
But like you say, yeah, I mean, that's where if you take the penalty, that's where it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they're going to add it on to where they brought it back. Now that's a mistake.
Whoa.
It's not. I don't believe it could be 15 though. So they're going to move it down to the 29-yard line. Rick, again, you cannot advance a muff punt.
I think Coach Myers is needing an explanation, Stan.
Yeah. Okay, that's a first. Oh, Lord.
Okay. Well, that's going to be 1st and 10, Stan, from Salem's 29-yard line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I get that.
Okay.
But again, it's a muff punt. If it goes back to the 46 and they move it 15 yards, okay.
And a fair catch.
And it's on the fair catch, correct. I'm not sure if it hit the Salem player or if it hit.
I'm not even sure that I can say if Washington even got to him.
Or if it hit his shoulder pad. That ball ricocheted pretty high.
Yeah.
Handoff to Washington. He tries to work his way through. He does. Washington is in the end zone. That's how fast that guy is. Boom. A one-play drive of 29 yards, and Washington gets his second touchdown. With still 1:13 to go here in the first quarter.
2 carries for 92 yards, Stan.
Tough night. 33-0 Thayer. He had to hesitate as he hit the line, and then once he got through.
Once he's seen finally the opening, Stan, he just took off.
The afterburners kicked in, and there was
see ya.
Nobody. They're going to
go for
line
2?
up and go for 2.
Okay.
Going to power I. Handoff and in for the 2-point conversion.
Is that Zeb?
It's number 24.
24, okay.
And that is Dominic Boyce.
Okay.
So 35-0, first quarter for Thayer. And we still have 1:13 to go. So a muff punt that's advanced, and then a 15-yard penalty. It's a gain on 25 yards on that return. And then takes them down to the 29-yard line and bang.
Touchdown. Wow.
Well, I'd like to thank the great sponsors we have to bring you Salem Tiger football. Light Technology Junkyard. They're located out at 37228 Highway 72 in Salem, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. Repair service for TVs, computers, plus they do recycling and repurposing work. Give Chris a call, 573-453-0418. Technology Junkyard in Salem. A proud supporter of your Tigers. Well, I don't think anybody on the Salem side quite saw this happening.
Yeah. Total domination from the start, huh, Stan?
Well, I mean when you get a fumble recovery and you take it in, and you have a little lateral pass, and it goes. I mean, I can see you being down 14-0 pretty quick, but Rick then another fumble and a one-play drive or two-play drives after that, and just the way things have happened.
Wow.
And then Poole on that run. I mean, it's domination on the line right there.
Exactly.
That kick comes down to, again, Alton May. He gets up to the 30, 35-yard line, down the sidelines, gets pushed out of bounds. He's pushed out by number 22, Owen Brown.
Okay.
Nice return, though, for the Tigers. No flags down. Up to about the 37, 38-yard line. Depends on where they spotted it. That's right at the Thayer bench. We can't see where he ran out of bounds. We're going to put him up close to 39.
Okay.
1:08 to go, first quarter. That kickoff brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Streeter agent. Remember, if you're a small business community, they've got you covered. 573-729-4941. Whoa.
Stay in there.
I will. Boys handing that ball off, and Ray trying to inch out a yard or two, and I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
I think you're right, Stan.
They are shooting off that line right at the runners.
They're just exploding at every hole that they can fill there on the offensive line there.
Right now, Rick, you can tell me I'm wrong, but they got 10 guys, I think, within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, and Washington's the only guy back.
One safety, and play him back, and he's just back there for to keep.
Well, if anybody gets through, he can run them down.
Yeah, he can. Now he's going to creep up.
And trying to turn that corner is Alton May. He gets swallowed up for a 4-yard loss. No chance there. And coming up with a nice play is Dominic Boyce. He's had a good game.
He has.
Fumble recovery for a touchdown. He's had 2-point conversion. And he's got a couple of big tackles here for losses.
May let the quarter here go, Stan.
35-0 Thayer as we come to the end of the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the second quarter. It's Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
And we get ready for the second quarter right here at the Bill Schuchart Stadium. It's been all Thayer. They lead it by a 35-0 score. Hayden Ragsdale still on the bench.
Yep.
They've got his leg up on the chair, Rick. So I think they're wrapping it, but definitely not in the game at this moment. Back to throw and trying a little tight end pass to White. It was knocked away. Good play by number 18, Gannon Burris of Thayer. It'll bring up 4th and long, and the Tigers will have to punt again, and Washington will go back. Titus White's getting his workout.
He is.
Tiger offense literally cannot get on track here against the Thayer Bobcats at all. They have been shut down at that line of scrimmage for the most part. Brody Ray, a couple good runs, but that's it. High snap. White has to go up and get it. Gets off pretty good punt. Washington's going to get it moving forward. He's going to circle back and try and outrun 15 Salem Tigers. It didn't work.
Didn't happen.
He's staying down the 45-yard line. As we make the changeover, let's take a look at the starters for the Salem Tiger defense.
Titus White, sophomore. Trenton Raxdale, sophomore.
Jaden Hicks, junior.
Jacoby Revelle, junior. Case Malone.
Defense has definitely had a rough first quarter.
True.
They did have a great stop on that first drive by
they did.
Thayer, though. Our second drive, I should say. They were able to shut them down. But Thomas Poole, 46 run. The Du Bois 1-yard plunge after a fumble. And then a Washington 29-yard run after a penalty and a muff punt. Moving forward, keeping it is Dawson. Dawson Harris goes a yard. He was running right up with Poole, trying to get, I think Poole was supposed to be his blocker. And Harris got maybe a yard, gain of 1. Their Bobcats come in. We mentioned 90 points in their first 2 games and just 21 last game. That's 111 points going into tonight, and they've got 35.
Already, yep.
This is an offensive juggernaut. This is a team that you might see in the Class 1 state playoffs. Handoff up the middle, still breaking more tackles. It's still going, and that is to the outside, and that's Washington. Washington down the sideline, and he cuts back, still on his feet. Washington is going to score. He's going to go in for the touchdown, or are they going to stop it at the 1? They're going to call it at the 1-yard line, I believe.
Number 2.
Yeah,
Number 2, Stan. I just seen that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was Combs. Yeah.
Heath Combs.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So
Combs goes
46 to the 1.
46 to the 1. That is basically 57 yards. I think they might even spot him at the 2.
Okay. Gonna go 2 or
But
1.
it's first down and goal.
Heck of a run.
Sorry,
there, Stan.
I just
Good
assumed
run.
it's going to be.
I did too until I checked. I thought, no, that may be a number 2.
I didn't pay much attention to who checked in.
Yep.
I guess I should. Headed off to Zeb, and Du Bois is in the end zone for the touchdown. 1-yard plunge at the 10:45 mark of this second quarter. Again, just 1 yard for Du Bois. And it's 41 to nothing. A Tiger player is down. We're not going to speculate.
No, not till we can see a number. Yeah.
Well, that would be Everett Campbell if that was the number I saw.
That's the number I seen too. Yep.
But I don't think Everett would be playing yet.
Me neither.
He went out in the first game after, 6 plays?
Maybe, yep.
He's the kind of guy that wants to play, though. I can tell you, if he had an opportunity, he'd try it. But he is down. Well, the player's down. And if it's ever, we hate to see that, because this would have been his first game back. Coach Myers did not indicate that he would be back. He's going to get a little assistance. Looks like he's favoring his right leg, and that's the one he has wrapped up. Well, I hate to see that.
I do too. Yeah, not being able to put any weight at all.
Right, and being a senior, I know he wants to get out there, but man, oh man. So Thayer will go for, I'm assuming, the extra point here. After the 1 yard plunge by Zeb Du Bois. They have, give Thayer credit, Rick. They have done it right.
They've
pretty
done
much
anything
the
they
whole
wanted to,
thing.
right,
Yeah,
Stan?
pretty
Yeah.
much the whole thing.
Yep.
They're going to go for 2.
Okay.
Dawson going to take it himself right up the middle. He goes in for the 2-point conversion. Dawson Harris, the 2-point conversion. It's 43-0. Well, we've seen about everything. We've seen a muff punt. We've seen another fumble recovery for a touchdown. We've seen a fumble. We've seen long runs. We've seen a lateral pass that turned into a touchdown.
Wow. Everything going Thayer's way in this first half stuff.
Everything's going Thayer's way.
Yep.
Let me tell you, your friends over at Quick Tan and More, the 24-hour tanning booth that you have down there at on Highway 19. Let's get it right. They have a stand-up tanning bed, Rick. That's a pretty unique thing, and not a lot of people have those. Also, they have 6 other tanning beds at 405 North Main. Simply give them a call, 573-453-8024. Again, 24-hour tanning. You can do it 3:30 in the morning if you want to. Come out of there with your golden glow. That's Quick Tan and More. 24-hour tanning, proud supports your Salem Tigers. We're going to have a different kicker.
Okay.
I believe it's going to be number 10.
10?
Xavier Gonzalez, I believe.
Okay.
And it is. Nice kick for him. Tigers take it. May drive it up the sideline. He'll run a bounce about the 37-yard line or so on the Salem side. Be interesting to see if Thayer starts changing out their personnel already.
Yeah, I was like to say, you know, I mean, they're not a real deep squad, Stan.
No, they're not.
They've got some kids. Yeah.
But it's an opportunity. There is no JV game Monday, by the way, with Thayer.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So because of that, Rick, they may
could
actually
get a little action. Yeah.
They may actually allow those guys to take a little time here.
Sure.
With a 43-0 lead, no better time than the present. Paxton Deason in motion. They flip it back to him, trying to turn that corner, gets up to the 35 and across the 35 to the 38-yard line. A gain of 3 for Deason. Thayer strung it out well. Person got in there was Riley White. He's the one that kind of interrupted everything. Still a lot of first-teamers out there, though. Zeb Du Bois is on the line. He's a linebacker, too, so he can play either place. But right now they've got, looks like, a nose tackle. Truly looks like they have a 2-5, Rick.
That's what I thought that was.
It almost looks like a 2-5. But it looks like when they all come up to the line of scrimmage, it looks like there's 8 men right in the box.
There is, yep.
Du Bois wants to keep it himself, trying to turn the corner. He got pulled back on the jersey. He'll gain 1. Tried to run off his left side. Had a little bit of running room, but to give a lot of credit, that Dominic Boyce kid again. he was right there.
Yeah, he was right there, yeah.
I think number 6 for them, Kipton Atkinson. I think he got jersey and pulled it back.
Yeah.
Now Zeb Du Bois checks out. We talk about it. So a lot of substitutions for Thayer. Give a lot of
Get out of there.
Yeah. 9:18 to go and counting. First half. It's been all Thayer. 43-0. Silas Du Bois taking over for Ragsdale, got injured. Oh, a little miscommunication. Silas trying to take it himself, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he wanted to try and hand that ball off to Alton May, but Alton was a little too far. Maybe Alton thought it was going to be a pitch.
Whoop.
Yeah, I think something was amiss.
Something, like you say, looked like a pitch, or Alton just made it a little bit too wide. Yeah.
Going back to receive the punt. This time will be number 22, Owen Brown. White stands as 25, gets a snap, gets it off. High end over end kick. Going to come down around the 35, then bounces backwards. Tigers down at the 42. That's where Salem will turn the ball over to Thayer. And they'll have it at their own 42-yard line, 1st and 10 with 8:21 to go in the half. Rock and G Western and Trading Post has all your Western apparel, boots, and decor. If you want to look country, you can by going to Rock and G Western and Trading Post, 3629 North Highway 19, or call 573-247-5000. Locally owned, your Western wear apparel, boots, and decor waiting for you at Rock and G Western and Trading Post. They're proud to support your Salem Tigers. Lady Tigers lost a tough SCA game last night to Ava. Took 5 sets, but they fell. And Coach Satterley doing a good job with those girls, but just couldn't do it. That 5th game.
Yeah.
Tied 6-6, Rick, and then Ava got a 3-point lead. And once you do that in that short game, it's tough. New quarterback in, and in motion to the outside and turning up the field, number 20. And that is Corbin Taylor. Taylor with a gain of about 5 or 6. New quarterback in right now is number 6, Kipton Atkinson. So they are kind of already pulling away from the first team a little bit.
True.
We'll try and get those guys to you as we see them. Trying to break through. Number 11 will get 4 yards. Number 11 happens to be Rowan Johnson. And it'll bring up 3rd on about a yard. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. Rick, they're not even measuring.
Wow.
That was not a first down. It was close.
Ooh.
Not that far short, but they just went ahead and gave him a first down.
Wow.
And for the ironic part of this is, biggest score as it is, Rick, that's only Thayer's 3rd first down.
Everything's been short and quick, huh?
Well, or long and quick.
Yeah.
First and 10, the ball at the Salem Tiger 48-yard line. Atkinson will hand that ball off and trying to maneuver his way through as Johnson. He'll get down to about the 45, a gain of 3. Johnson will check out. Back in the game is Owen Brown. .6:45 to go in this, the first half. 43-0 Thayer. Going a power eye here with Dominic Boyce back there. Hand that ball off to Boyce, and he's still on his feet. He'll get down to the 42-yard line, running off left tackle. Brought down by Salem Tigers, Jacob Revelle. Or Jacoby Revelle, I believe that is. Gain of about 3. 3rd and 4. When we look back at this game, Rick, and the Tigers obviously getting into their SCA schedule, you hate to see a game like this because it really kind of leads to your next game, and you really have to get a lot better. Turn it to the outside and getting the first down, number 22, which is Owen Brown. Brown will pick up 5, and now will be a first down.
Stan, they can't have too many more running backs.
Well, they can. I got more forms. You could probably turn over and put it on the other side.
I'm sure I could, yeah.
First and 10, 5:35 to go, first half. Atkinson in for Dawson Harris. Dawson didn't have to do a lot tonight.
True.
Keeping it is the quarterback. Atkinson flips it back outside to Brown, and Brown turns the corner, and he'll go out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. Taken out of there by number 13, Max Schlomer. Gain of about 8,
okay,
maybe 7. Let's see what it's. Can't see where they're spotting them.
Yeah. On the 30.
Well, the line guy was up at the 31.
Oh, was he?
So that's why I'm sitting there going, I really don't know where they're going to spot him. Looks like the 30, so let's give him 8. Two receivers to the left side. Handoff for a couple of yards, maybe a yard. Going to number 14, new runner, Cashton Ming. I know. You're running out of room. Cashton, K-A-S-H-T-O-N-M-I-N-G. We're getting the whole roster here for Thayer.
We are, aren't we? That's good to see, though. I mean,
Well,
these kids all want to play. Yeah. They practice just like the rest of them.
You bet they do.
Yeah.
3rd down and a yard. They're running out of time here as they get up there with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Going to do the old tush push here. And it looked like a little movement early.
Yep.
False start against the Bobcats. Looked like one of the running backs leaned into his.
Leaned a little bit, didn't he?
Leaned into his lineman. And this will make getting this 4th or 3rd down play a little harder. 4 minutes, 1 second remain in the half. 3rd down, we'll call it 6. Under center. They fake that handoff and get up the middle. Brown with a big burst through the middle. Still on his feet. Gets down to the 12-yard line. All the way from the 34. And I think they're going to put him down at the 11. 23-yard run and a 1st down. That was a good burst by Brown right up the gut. He had just a seam, and he hit it hard.
Boom. He just took off, didn't he?
And then he was in the secondary, and he was gone. I'll say this. The Thayer Bobcats are in attack mode.
Yeah, they are.
All the time. Atkinson. And the imbalanced line to the left. Hands that ball off and getting about a couple of yards. Rowan Johnson, who's back in the game. It's down to about the 8. Gain of 3. Trying to go off that right tackle. And Tigers were able to break through there and cut him down. 2:55 and counting. If you're just joining us, it's not a mistake. Thayer 43. Inside handoff and going to go in for that touchdown. A nice play is Johnson from 8 yards out.
Woo. Another one, Stan. I don't think he was touched on that one either. That was a nice run.
Coming off the wing, Rick.
Yep.
And we have seen that play hurt Salem in the past, but usually Mountain Grove used to do that a lot.
Yeah, misdirection again.
Misdirection. It's tough to pick that guy coming in off that wing when he cuts inside.
Yeah.
And they're going to go for 2. And Trinity taken behind from the back for a loss. Atkinson brought down by the Salem Tigers. Rylan Renault, I believe.
Yeah, number 15, Stan.
Oh, number 15?
Yep.
Okay, Casey Malone got in there. He shot the gap.
Yeah, shot the gap and brought him down.
So the 2-point conversion fails. 49-0. Johnson with his first touchdown. We got 2 touchdowns by Washington, 2 by Du Bois, 1 by Dominic Boyce, 1 by Thomas Poole. And now Johnson adds his name for the Thayer Bobcats. It is, and we've seen it before when you have very good football teams.
Yep.
And I know this is harsh on the Salem Tiger fans, but it almost is a pleasure to watch how Thayer runs their offense and how they differentiate and move guys in and out. And it's just a compliment to their program.
Sure.
I'm not meaning anything negative about the Salem Tigers. It's just that they have developed this program and they have stuck with it. These guys continue to work hard every year because they feel like they're undersized in the SCA. They got a lot to prove. And they are perennial Class 1.
Yeah, there's class. You're right. That's Class 1.
I won't necessarily champions, but they are perennial runners-up, if not getting into the quarterfinals, virtually every year.
Yeah, they're right there. They're knocking on the door every year.
So they've got a tradition to live up to.
Yeah. You know, I will say again, saying to add to that, their execution is great.
Gonzalez with another kick. I think Alton May is getting all his work tonight from the kickoffs. And it's coming down the middle of the field is Alton, and he loses the football, and that might belong to Thayer. It does. May lost the football. It's recovered by Thayer at the 37-yard line. Well, that's probably what we did not need.
True, yeah.
2:35 to go in the half. 49-0. They could start the play clock now.
True.
They could start all the clocks now. That's waiting a little too long.
True.
Atkinson handing that ball off and trying to find a little bit of running room. Not much there for him, though, for the Thayer Bobcats. I believe number 14, and it is.
Okay.
And that is Cashton Ming. No gain. Well, give me a yard.
Okay.
Give me a yard. They give him about 2 feet, so. Down to 2 minutes left in the half. We're not counting all the Salem Tigers offensive plays, Rick, but I guarantee you it's under 20.
Not many, yeah.
Atkinson kicking it back outside to Johnson. Johnson trying to turn the corner. Nice tackle made by the Salem Tigers, number 57, Gavin Sapaw. He'll lose a yard, make it 3rd and 10.
Is that Johnson? Was that Johnson?
It was Johnson,
okay.
Yes. Sapaw got in that backfield, shot the gap, and was able to trip him up before he could get to that outside. There's a lot of speed on this Thayer team.
Yeah, there is.
I didn't remember this much speed. I remember the Washington kid because I saw him in basketball. I remember he was extremely gifted athlete.
Yeah, just quick.
In the power I. Handing the ball off to Johnson, trying to get to the outside. He turns the corner. He's got some running room. Breaks 2 tackles, has the first down. Still going to about the 19, maybe the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. From the 37 all the way to the 21. 16-yard gain, a first down with 59 seconds to go in the half. Best Salem can hope for right now is to stop them and let the half run out.
True.
Without giving up further points. Not what we had hoped tonight, Rick.
No, definitely not.
Atkinson wants to throw the ball, fires that ball out, and it looks like it's intercepted. It is intercepted. Salem Tigers' Kane Barrett intercepts that pass down around the 7-yard line. And the Tigers get a little bit of a break. Barrett with a diving interception.
Nice, it was a nice play, Stan. Like I say, he seen that ball, he broke on it, Stan. He had to kind of dive to get his hands underneath there. And I'm like you, I thought he picked it up, but we had to wait for a signal.
Yeah, Atkinson had the man open on the tight end slant, and had he had put that ball down a little bit, Rick, I think they'd have had another touchdown because he was split right between the two backs coming up.
Yeah.
But he overthrew him, and Barrett was right there. Well, I shouldn't say right there. He had to dive for it. Made a heck of a play with 26 seconds left. I think Salem would behoove them to take a knee. 3 fumbles in this first half. They surely don't want to give them another opportunity this close.
True.
Du Bois takes the knee.
Okay.
Wise man. Well, this half, in many cases, people would say is a disaster. The 3 fumbles are the disaster, and of course the injuries to players. That is what the big disaster is. You got to give the Thayer Bobcats credit. They're a very good football team, and they came out here and they have played a very spirited and dominating first half, Rick.
Yeah,
you just got to tip your cap to them.
Tip your cap to them, yep.
There is nothing to be ashamed of when you have that kind of quality team that comes out and they play to their capability. And that's what every coach wants them to do. Play up to, don't play down to your competition, but you always got to play up to your competition. And tonight, their Bobcats came in with a game plan, and they, as I told Mike Crace, who broadcast with there, I bet you they throw. And they did.
Yeah.
And they got that 1 touchdown off the 1 throw, got some nice yards on another. And unfortunately for the Salem Tigers, it's a fairly one-sided game here after 1 half. Actually, it is a one-sided game here. And I shouldn't say fairly because 49-0 is nothing to sneeze at. That's 7 touchdowns. And when you really look at this game, it has been all Thayer. There's not been
no doubt about it. Yeah.
There's not been much offense by the Salem Tigers at all in this contest. And again, not trying to knock our Salem Tiger guys, but a couple guys getting hurt doesn't help. Looks like Ragsdale is limping off. It looks like he has a wrap on his right calf, Rick.
Okay.
So I doubt if he'll be back in the game today.
True.
And if it was Campbell that was in the game, I did not see them. He may have already gone up to the locker room, but I did not see him on the way back up toward the locker room area. We are at halftime. Salem Marching Blue is going to come on and put on their performance. And, of course, for those who are streaming with us, we hope you get a chance to see a little bit of that when they finally get on the field. Also have some highlights on the first half. Not a lot of highlights of the Salem Tigers in that first half, Rick. A lot of mistakes made, mostly in the form of fumbles. 3 fumbles turning into 21 points again. Last week we had 4 fumbles turning into 28 points. This week, 3 fumbles turning into 21 points. And on the year, Rick, right now, Salem Tigers with 13 fumbles. They do have an interception in this first half, but I don't know how else to put it. When you start turning the ball over, and especially in locations like your 22-yard line, it's really tough for the defense to come in and do a good job. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back with stats on the first half. When we return, it is Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
See Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831. Well, I welcome you back to the Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens along with Rick Hoyt and the KSMO media team here with Ken and Benny on the other side with the video stuff, and we got Sally back at the station. But it has been all Thayer Bobcats tonight as the Marching Blue performs here at halftime to entertain the crowd. And I'll tell you, Rick, it's one of those nights. You know, you always think, okay, we're going to come out, we're going to hit them with our best shot, we're going to try and take it right to them. And tonight, I mean, really, in all honesty, on the very first play when it was a lateral pass taken for a touchdown, and you're thinking, seriously? And then on the very next play, you have a fumble recovery, and it comes back for a touchdown, and then you're really looking to the sky. You just don't know where it's going to end, do you?
No, you're right. Yeah, it's one of those things like you was talking about, Stan. Is which way are they going to score from next? I mean, that's that's the way that's kind of went in this first half for the Salem Tigers.
And it's. And really, you got to, again, tip your calves at Thayer Bobcats. Speed, they're not doing anything that they wouldn't be doing against any other team.
Right.
The speed they have is incredible.
Yep.
Also, the size blockers they have is incredible. You've got some great running backs. You have a pretty sharp quarterback with Austin Harris.
Yep.
But, Zeb Dubois, probably their most feared weapon at fullback. He only had to run the ball 4 or 5 times.
Three times.
And he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
But both were from a yard out.
That's true.
So it's not like it's what the heck that was.
I don't either.
But anyway, but you sit there and you're thinking, man, oh man, oh man, what can we do next? And sometimes there is no answer.
There is no answer. Yeah, and the Salem Tigers have had no answer tonight. You're right.
They sure didn't. Hey, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties wants to invite you to call Jenna Deason at 573-247-0521 to find out more about the land that she has available. There, she's a land specialist in farming and hunting and recreational outdoor properties. So if you're looking for that, or maybe looking for some other piece of property somewhere in the Ozarks, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties. Call Jenna Deason, 573-247-0521. Let's talk about our halftime, and the halftime show being brought to you as a courtesy United Country Salem Realty. They have a bevy full of different real estate you might be interested in. It could be something with just land. You're buying the land, speculating it. Maybe you're going to build a house on it somewhere down the road. Or maybe you're buying a commercial lot, getting ready to build a new business. Or maybe you're buying that hunting cabin out there in the back 40. Or yet, you might be buying something else, like a brand new house, or maybe even a duplex or something in town. Get in touch with your friends at United Country Salem Realty. They can help you out in finding the Missouri real estate that you're looking for, be it Dent County, Phelps County, Crawford County. They're over in Texas County, too. Head on out that way and check things out. United Country Salem Realty, ready to assist you in finding your next property. Babette Wells is your broker owner at 605 South Main, 573-729-3148. Well, Ricky, we've got some numbers to pass on as the Marching Blue heads on off. really got some sharp-looking uniforms. I don't know if the people got a chance to see those while the marching band was out, but very attractive uniforms. We have Mr. Craig is their band director, and we always thank him. He does outstanding work with these kids. And pretty soon their competitions will be starting, I believe, October, is it not?
I'd say you're right, Shane. I'd say that's coming up pretty quick.
Late September, early October.
Something like that.
So.
Yeah.
Well, be interesting to see. And I'll tell you what, our Salem Marching Blue usually comes in with pretty good marks on their competitions. I would not be surprised if that doesn't continue this year.
I would go, and we would like to wish them good luck, too,
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of times we don't have a chance to really do it, but we saw the Eiffel Tower come here from Gay La Pays de France. So there it is.
There it is.
And believe me, it got everybody's attention. Everybody wanted to know what's the Eiffel Tower doing here on our track.
It's here.
It's here.
Yeah.
It got here. But anyway, Salem Tigers down here at the end of the first half, 49-0. Rick, let's talk a little bit about some of those individual stats and even some team stats from the first half.
Yeah, I kind of go over some highlights here, Stan. Like I say, their leading carrier, Stan, is going to be Cordell Washington. Stan, you said the two long runs. He had 2 runs, Stan, for 92 yards, and kind of a little bit there, Stan. Heath Combs, Stan, had a couple of carries for 57 yards, and Thomas Poole had a couple of carries for 55 yards, Stan. So they on 26 carries, Stan, on a team for the Thayer Bobcats, they ended up with 308 yards of rushing in this first half.
It's a lot of speed you're talking about right there, Rick.
Yep.
And let's go back, and I know we mentioned at the beginning of the game, and I know people don't always watch the entire game or they come in at parts of it, but Washington is an outstanding athlete. He transferred into Thayer back during the basketball season. If people remember when Salem went down to play Thayer basketball, this young man got maybe 4 minutes of playing time. He had just transferred in. There are still some questions about his host family and all that. You know how that goes.
Right. Yep.
They always do that stuff. But anyway, he transferred in. He played a little bit for Thayer last year, but he said football was his sport.
Yep.
Well, I don't think anybody would have realized how fast he was. But even before he got to football season after basketball, he was running track for the Thayer Bobcats in the SCA. And he finished all SCA second in all SCA running. And that is over for the Thayer Bobcats, and this is somebody that a year ago you wouldn't even have known.
They wouldn't have expected.
No, you wouldn't even have known because he didn't play.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so so and in the air, like say, Stan Dawson Harris put the ball up 3 times and only for 15 yards. So they ended up with 323 yards is what we got in the first half.
Well, and people may have heard us say that Dawson Harris threw the ball over to Washington for the catch, but that was a lateral pass. It went back a yard, and then when Washington got it, he just took off down the right sideline, or I should say the east sideline if you're from Salem, right where the Salem Tigers bench is, and he just was gone. I mean, a couple of those long strides, and I mean to tell you, you were just in his dust.
The kid was gone.
Yeah, he was picking him up and setting him down in no time.
Yeah, he was.
But anyway, that was and that's that young man again. It's just hard to put superlatives to the guy.
Yeah.
It's not because of what he did here tonight, just because of what he did tonight.
Yep.
But, when we saw him run, Rick, he's just a blessed, God-given talent of running.
Yeah,
he's just fast.
He's just an all-around athlete.
There he is.
Yeah, and that's you got to hand it to them. I mean, they've pretty well done everything that they wanted to do here tonight, and they've definitely showed what kind of a ball club they've got down there at Thayer.
Well, like you said, he had 94 yards or whatever and 3 carries and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 92 yards. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
But
Who else?
Yeah, let's see. Let's. Go
you've got plenty to choose from.
Let's go. Let's go some backups here, Stan. Let's go with Rowan Johnson, Stan. He had 6 carries for 35 yards, and Owen Brown he come in had 3 carries for 36 yards, and Cashton Means, Stan, came in had a couple carries for a couple yards. So they had a lot of different offensive running backs in this first half.
And you'll probably see a lot more of those guys here in the second half.
Yeah, I'd say we will. I'd say, like you say, more than likely. And like I say, they played a lot of their guys in the last, I'd say probably the last 7 minutes of the first half. Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
And the reason they may be doing this, and we brought it up during the broadcast, but in case you're just joining us, is Thayer has no JV game here Monday night. That game has been postponed. So. By allowing some of these younger guys to play here tonight with this kind of lead, why not?
Yeah, that kind of gives them a JV game.
You bet.
That they weren't going to have.
You bet.
But and so you got to hand it to those kids. I mean, they practice just as hard as the varsity does. So when they come in, they're not backups. They're just coming in as a second team, Stan.
So, and you may even see a few other names besides those that might ever get a chance to play, because they did bring a few freshmen with them. So
we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Or they may be trying out a guy at a different position.
Yeah.
This is the perfect place and opportunity.
This is the perfect time to try it.
You bet to do it. Okay. How about on the Salem side, Rick?
Yeah, on the Salem side, like Stan, we had Brody Ray. Stan had 6 carries for 18 yards. Alton Maid, like you say, had a carry for -4. Silas Du Bois, Stan, come in and had 8 carries, and he was for a -4 yards. So, there you go. I mean, we only had 10 yards of offense.
Paxton Deason had 3.
And Paxton Deason, had a 3-yard
13
run. So they had it
yeah.
up at 13. But that's all of the Tigers' offense we got so far in this contest.
I believe we tried to throw a pass.
Yeah, we did. We tried a couple of times. Hayden tried a couple of times, no completion, and Silas put one up, Stan, with an incomplete also. And I will add also that the Tigers did have an interception.
That's true.
Off to Kipton Atkinson, Stan. He put the ball up one time, and it was picked off by Barrett. So though that was. That's what we've got right here in the first half of this contest.
We are at halftime, 49-0. It's the Thayer Bobcats on top. We're going to take a break and come back. We'll give you some of the scoring that happened in that first half when we return in 3 minutes. It's Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Thanks to our amazing sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Living the Dream Outdoor Properties of Salem, specialize in all types of outdoor properties. Rocking G Western Trading Post, visit today for superior service and personalized attention. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
We welcome you back to Bill Schuchart Stadium. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoyt with you here in the KSMO Media team, and it's been all Thayer Bobcats in this one. It all started on the very first play that they had on offense, as going back to pass. we kind of thought that they might do this. Dawson Harris, they've done it to us in the past, but usually a Thayer. But Dawson Harris went back and then threw a lateral pass out to Cordell Washington, and then went 63 yards. And on the very first play of the game, he at the 11:47 mark, he scored on a 63-yard run, and the point after was blocked 6-0. In favor of the Thayer Bobcats. Bobcats kicked off. Salem Tigers returned the ball to 22, and on a handoff between Ragsdale and I believe it was Silas DuBois, but don't quote me on that. The ball just kind of came loose right when it looked like Hayden was trying to pull away. Anyway, nonetheless, Dominic Boyce picked the ball up, ran in for a fumble recovery touchdown. The point after was a 2-point conversion by Harris himself. Dawson ran it in for a 2-point conversion off the left side, 14-0 at that time. Thayer. Salem Tigers then got a little bit of a offense going. Brody Ray had a couple of nice carries, but again, the Tiger offense kind of failed, and then Tigers had to punt. The Thayer Bobcats moved the ball up to the Salem Tiger 46-yard line on three plays. Actually got their very first down in that set, and then it was Thomas Poole running the ball 46 yards. Really nice dive play. He just got through the line and he was gone at the 5:46 mark. Point after by Cordell Washington made it 21-0. Then the Salem Tigers had issues again. Another fumble. This time at the 8-yard line. And after 3 plays, it was Zeb DuBois going in for the touchdown from 1 yard out. The point after was blocked. It was 27-0 at the 3:42 mark of the first quarter. Then with 1:43 left in the first quarter, Cordell Washington from the 29-yard line after a muff punt was brought back and a penalty on top of that. Again, I'm pretty sure you can't advance a muff punt, but maybe they didn't call it a muff punt. Maybe they said, I don't know how they would do that. If it went off, the Salem guy should be where the Salem hit. It hit the Salem guy, which was not the 49-yard line or whatever it was. And so that's not right. And then if it went off their guy, the ball should go back there because it's a muff punt. Anyway, nonetheless, we're not going there.
And it's still, like you say, they moved the play and the penalty.
Yeah, but you can't. I don't think you can do both. Okay. So anyway, nonetheless, but for the 29-yard line, a one-play drive, Cordell Washington, he scored on a run of 29 yards, and then Boyce with a 2-point conversion. He scored again, so, there's that Dominic Boyce kid again. I'm telling you what, I think he's had one of the best games. That he's been all over the place in the backfield making tackles, and he's run a 2-point conversion, and he got the ball down to, the 2-yard line, another run. Anyway, so that was that. And then the next thing we know is after another short punt, the Thayer Bobcats moved the ball back down. Zeb DuBois, after the run by Combs, who got down to the 1-yard line, Zeb DuBois took it in at the 10:45 mark. And that touchdown made it at that time 43-0, as again it was Harris going in. Dawson, again, a 2-point conversion just right up the gut and made it 43-0. And then at the 2:32 mark left, Johnson on an 8-yard run. Rowan took it around the outside. Got past everybody. 2-point conversion failed, and we're 49-0 here at halftime. Well, Rick, Salem is not back on the field yet. They're in the final 3 minutes. It has been a tough road to hoe. There's no doubt about that. But it's going to be one of those halves. Okay, it's a learning half. Are you going to put out some of the different guys out there? You're pretty well not going to win this game.
Right. Yeah.
But the problem is you want to still keep it as competitive as possible.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, you got a half of a football stand. You got to come out here. You can either be competitive or like you say, or not.
Well, and the thing is, it should be a running clock the whole half.
Yeah, true.
So hopefully that will help the Salem Tigers cause here. But here come your Salem Tigers back on the field. And one of the Salem Tigers coming on the field got tripped up, and now he's cramping up. Yep. That's just a bad night.
That's a bad night.
As you're coming on the field and you trip over your own guy and you're down. And he might need some attention. He looks like he's got his knee up in the air. I'm hoping he's okay, but that's insane. Coming on the field, just coming back from the half. And then
the second half, and boom. Yeah.
Well, you've seen stuff like that before.
Crazy stuff happens.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
All you got to do is a misstep, hit somebody's heel, trip. Oh, yeah.
Hit wrong, and yeah.
It does happen. Our halftime stats have been brought to you by United Country Salem Realty. Remember, they want you to know you can save time and money by finding the Missouri real estate you need right here in Dent County. Drop on by and visit with them at 605 South Main, 573-729-3148. Whether you're living in Salem, Dent County, or the surrounding areas, United Country Salem Realty. Babette Wells, your broker owner. Those on the radio side, we got Cardinal baseball coming up after this. They're home to face the Milwaukee Brewers. Cardinals still alive in the wild card, and I say that they are mathematically. Season's pretty much done, but their magic number, I believe, is 5, and the Royals' magic number went to 4 yesterday. So they're playing the Toronto Blue Jays. So both the Cardinals and the Royals had to be playing first-place teams with their playoff hopes hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look real good. Tomorrow we got Missouri Tiger football. That comes on at 6 o'clock. We hope you join us for that game with South Carolina, when the Cardinal game for Milwaukee will follow on a delayed basis. Do want to remind everybody, tonight at midnight, the city of Salem is going to shut the electric down. So make sure that you're prepared for that. They're going to shut everything off. They have to make some repairs. That's tonight at midnight. We also want to remind everybody in town.
Okay.
In town. Tonight at midnight.
Midnight, okay.
And we also want to remind everybody that the track here at the Salem High School will be closed until the 26th.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll be closed. They're going to be doing some surface work on the track.
Doing some repair.
So you will not be able to access the track. So again, we want to remind everybody about that. The kickoff comes down, goes out of bounds to start this second half. Ball is placed at the 23-yard line. It goes out of bounds. It should go to 35.
True.
Okay.
There we go.
Well,
whoop.
I don't think it'll go out there. I might be wrong. Oh, they actually are. Thank goodness gracious, Rick.
35, first down.
First down. All right.
All right, Stan.
Right.
What we got here? Looks like Silas is going back in his quarterback stand.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see
Hayden at all.
Hayden in the second half. I did not see him come back down the hill, but again, after looking at the other side, when I saw the player go down, I kind of took my eyes off that.
Yeah. Okay, Stan.
All right. Silas DuBois under center, ball to 35-yard line, gives it off to Brody Ray, and Ray still fighting, gets 2 yards. Oh, Ragsdale is down here. He is limping.
Is he?
Yeah, he's over at the bench.
Well, I mean, like I say, yeah, wants to
be with his team.
Wants to be down here with his team. That's right.
And Eddie Ragsdale looks like he's got ice on his ankle. I think he might have been the one that got hurt coming down.
Oh, no.
Second down and 8. Keeping on the option is Silas DuBois. He gets away from one man and tries to turn upfield. Goes out of bounds after a gain of 2 to the 39-yard line. Right there on the short side of the field. He went out of bounds to the Salem sideline, and they stopped the clock for what reason? Now they get it going again.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, well, I guess there was a Salem player down, but he got up, Stan. I guess they stopped it for him for an injury, and then he did get back up.
Well, you got it. Yeah, that was, shoot, Rick, he went down for a few seconds. Got to give the guy a chance to get up. All righty. It'll be third down and 6. Tigers trying to get some offense going. Like to get on the board here against the Thayer Bobcats. Inside handoff to May. May still on his feet. Turns the corner. Has the first down and more as he gets near the midfield stripe. And that's where he'll cross that and get down to the 48-yard line. A nice run of 12 yards for Alton May and a first down. That's a good run, Rick.
It was a good run. Like I say, he kind of picked his way through there, Stan. He finally got to the outside out there where he had a little bit more room.
$49-0. Thayer on top. We are just underway in the third quarter. Ball at the 49 of the Thayer Bobcats. deepest penetration for Salem in this game.
Ooh, flag.
And now flag goes down.
Offsides against Thayer, Stan.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't see anything on the Salem side.
May have lined up out in the offside, Stan.
They would have had to, Rick, for them to blow it that fast.
Yeah, he did blow it pretty quick, didn't he?
All right, 1st and 5 now from the 44. Handoff again, trying to get his way through. As Paxton Decent turns the corner. Decent down the right sideline. Decent gets knocked down at about 15.
The 44 to where, Stan?
I'm going to mark him at the 17-yard line from the 44-yard line. 27-yard gain and a first down. That's a nice run by Paxton. He went through the middle, cut back to the right side.
And he got to that outside stand. I thought he was almost going to clear that guy.
Well, I didn't think he'd made the end zone. I thought he might get inside the 10. Yeah. There's I can't remember who I saw cutting across there. I didn't see the number, but guy had a good angle on him. Tiger State in the double wing. Hand off to Ray. Ray still trying to drive his way through. Still on his feet. Gets almost 10 yards. He just kept pushing the pile.
Pushing, yeah.
And Brody Ray with a gain of pretty much 10 yards. Will be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Heck of a run by Brody Ray.
Yeah, it was. Got a little push down there from the offensive lineman.
He did, but I'll tell you what, a lot of that was on his own. Right, you're right, Rick. He just would not go down.
He would not go down.
May, Decent, and Ray in the backfield. Silas DuBois is at the quarterback position right now. Gives it to Brody. He gets crunched. Ooh. Oh, he got popped right as soon as he got the handoff. Ooh. He was knocked down by number 52, and that's Ty Young. Ty Young is 5'9" and 230. He's a sophomore. He leveled Brody after maybe a foot gain.
Yeah.
Not
maybe.
much.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Boy,
Tiger stay in a double wing. Short count by Silas. Hands out inside to Decent. Decent trying to work his way down to that goal line. He'll pick up a couple to about the 4. Depending upon the spot, Rick, will be 3rd goal at the inside the 5.
Okay.
I won't even say totally at the 4-yard line, but
yeah, kind of in between, about a 4.5. You may.
Yeah, I would have to think so.
Close to the 4. Yeah.
Well, inside the 5.
Yeah,
we'll just say that, and that way we're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Inside the 5-yard line. DuBois goes under center. Keeps it himself, DuBois.
He's in, Stan.
He's in for the touchdown. Silas DuBois scores from 4 yards out. And the Salem Tigers get on the board.
Yep.
Well, that's reminiscent of the old Salem Tigers run. Fake it to the fullback, let him get hammered.
Yeah. Let him take the punishment, and I'll take the touchdown. Yeah.
And then let the quarterback follow through, and all Silas had to do was really follow that block by Brody. Silas gives this one to May. May trying to dart in for 2. I think he's got it. He does. Alton May with a 2-point conversion. (49-8) as the Salem Tigers get on the board. A nice drive, Rick, and I know that we have some younger guys for Thayer out there, but still, we've got a few guys hurt not in our lineup either.
That's right.
So the Tigers get on the board, 49-8. You just don't want to be whitewashed here at home, and let's see what the Tiger defense can do now against this Thayer Bobcat team.
Yep.
So we'll see how this goes, because it looks like they may put Washington back there.
They are going
to return the kick.
Yep. Yeah, they're probably putting their regular kickoff return team out there, Stan.
Does look like it, doesn't
it?
it?
Does. Yeah, you know, and that's probably, like you said, that may be what they have. Yeah, for right now. Yeah. But
Corbin Taylor goes back with him.
Okay.
So Washington goes, though, on the Salem Tiger bench side, the east side of the field.
Probably need a tee.
They do. They're looking for it. They couldn't find it.
That would help. Yeah.
So Titus White will kick it. White ready, gets the sign from the official. And he squibs this one. Picked up at the 39-yard line by Thayer, and they'll bring it back to about 47-yard line. With that return for the Thayer Bobcats, number 10, Xavier Gonzalez. They'll start in pretty good field position at the 47-yard line. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Tigers on the board, but they trail at 49-8.
Like
now we see Johnson coming out. Well, it looks like the second team is.
Yeah. Zeb's coming out. Poole's coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty well, like you say, with the guys, I'm sure that probably kind of ended the first half.
Well, they needed probably to get in there a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, most coaches like to play at least a down or two, or maybe even a set.
And then you're out.
Yeah, then get out of there.
Yeah.
All right, so Atkinson at quarterback. They're going to power I. Put Washington wide to the right side. They're going to go in just in a straight eye. Get that ball up to Johnson up the middle. Johnson still on his feet. Gets a first down to Salem Tiger 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy,
what a burst.
He exploded through there, didn't he?
He did.
Wow.
Coming from that deep position on that I formation.
Yeah, he didn't hesitate for nothing, did he? He was gone.
No, they had Washington split wide to the right side, and I thought they might actually fake that and throw it just because.
Yeah, he's coming out.
They go into that power I. Giving it to number 20, who tries to dive forward to the 40 and does so. And number 20 is Corbin Taylor.
Yeah. I'm going to give him one, Stan.
Yeah. I thought they actually got down to the 40.
I did too, and they kind of backed him up.
Yeah. Well, his knee goes down.
That's true.
4:25 and counting, third quarter. They are Bobcats. Took advantage of 3 Tiger fumbles and scored on all 3 in that first half. Quick handoff up the middle and getting good yardage up to about the 30-yard line is Dominic.
Boyce.
Dominic. That's all you got to say to the word now is just Dominic.
Yeah.
Dominic Boyce with a gain of 11.
11, yep.
Down to the 31-yard line and a first down again. You talk about burst. I'm telling you what, these guys hit that line hard.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that Boyce is about built as good as DuBois, Stan. He looks like look at the legs on him.
He's got some push, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Flip it outside, trying to turn that corner. Breaking a tackle and still going toward the sideline and it's getting inside the 5. A flag goes down back around the 15 or back around the 25.
Let's see what we got here, Stan.
Good run by Corbin Taylor. But what the flag is for, I don't know. But it wouldn't seem to come in late.
Yeah, it was kind of downfield. Yeah, like maybe in a holding out in the middle.
It could be holding against the Thayer Bobcats. That'll bring that play back. That's a heck of a run.
So going to give him what, 6?
Well, depends on where they actually pick it. Are they going to put it right at the spot? Okay. Well, last time in Houston they kept moving the flag. So they'll be from the
loss of 5 or gain of 5.
26, a gain of 5, and then a penalty of 10. So they'll bring up first and 15. So there you go, Rick.
Yep.
That's the way it's supposed to be done.
That's the way it's supposed to be done.
Yay!
They did it. He threw the flag where the infraction happened, and that's where he called put the penalty from.
Time the flag came out, though, Rick, the runner was already downfield.
Yeah, there's two guys kind of tied up there, and I couldn't tell who it was.
Turn and go to Johnson again. Big run up the middle. I'm just thinking it's going to get back to the 30-yard line.
Did you get that 5 back, Stan?
Yeah, he got back to the 30, a gain of 6 yards.
6, okay.
Second down and 9. 1:55 counting in the third quarter. 49-8 Thayer. Agason, quick burst up the middle, and there's Dominic Boyce for a gain of 6. I'm telling you what, I'm impressed with that kid. Yeah. Not just because he got the fumble recovery and score, but he's been running good. He's been tackling good. He's been in the backfield. Yeah. He's had a heck of a game for the Thayer Bobcats. Bring a third down and about 3.5. Yeah, almost 4.
True.
If they have to get inside the 21, like I see the stick over there.
Yeah.
All right, clock down to 1 minute left to go in this third quarter and running. Double wing formation. An inside handoff.
Nice
Tigers are
job.
wise to that one.
Nice
Johnson couldn't get started and loses the yard. It'll bring up fourth down from the 25-yard line. To definitely will be fourth and at least 4. Good job. I didn't see you made the tackle, Rick.
I didn't either. No.
I'm thinking Titus White did, but again,
yeah.
Titus hung right back on the spot right there on the line.
Well,
he didn't go.
He stayed home.
Yeah, he stayed home.
I like there. Yeah, he stayed
I'm thinking that he got him. He got some help, but I think he was one of the two.
He was the main guy to stop the play.
Down to 20 seconds left.
7 on the play clock.
And 4 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle on fourth down here. They get the play off, flip it outside to Johnson. Johnson breaks a tackle in the backfield. Johnson's still going. Can they keep him from getting a first down? No. He gets across the 20, a gain of about 6. And a first down as time expires here in the third quarter. It's a Thayer Bobcats 49, Salem Tigers 8. We'll take a minute break and come right back. It's Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Thayer Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Thayer Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Thayer Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
Welcome back, Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoyt with you here on KSMO Media. I would say we hope you're enjoying the game, but it's not been a very good game for the Salem Tigers as far as their fans are concerned. 49-8. If you're a Thayer fan and you like Kelly Green, you're probably kind of happy right now.
Yeah, true.
49-8 the score. Take nothing away. This has been an excellent effort by the Thayer Bobcats.
True.
And
that
you can say what you want about the Salem Tiger defense. This is a quality football team.
True.
They're going to go to 4-0, 2-0 in the SCA. Salem Tigers have fallen 1-3, 0-2 in the SCA, but we still got a whole fourth quarter to go. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson breaks through, still on his feet, breaks a tackle, gets down to the 10. Be very close to another first down. I think you're going to put him down just outside the 10.
About a 9-yard gain, Stan.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All dependent on the spot,
yeah,
Rick.
I was watching. Yeah.
It is a running clock, by the way, if you're just joining us. Handoff down made, keeping it as Johnson now on the outside, and he turns the corner and dives to the 3. He'll be first and goal from the 3-yard line. They could have handed that ball off to number 14, Rick. Cashton Ming, I think he'd have scored. Instead, he kind of flipped it outside.
So what? He says, "Why didn't you give it to me?"
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised he didn't because the hole was right there.
And then he pitched it.
Yeah, and then he pitched it at the last second. First down for Ava. That is now their 10th of the game. 49-8. See, the Tiger defense can keep them out. Atkinson giving that ball off, and I'm not sure he got in. Maybe. Yep, he's in.
Okay, 14.
Yes, sir. The handoff to Cashton Ming, and Ming scores from 3 yards out.
I was kind of waiting for the call like you, Stan. It looked like he was laying in the end zone, and I was just waiting for to get an official call on that, but I could see him laying in the end zone.
Well, I could see him too, but I didn't know if they marked his knee down.
Well, that's true, yeah.
And that was what I was looking for. And finally, I saw the FAR official put the touchdown sign up. Hand off to Johnson. He's racked up.
Woo-wee.
Johnson turned the corner, and Casey Malone just stood him up. Bang, right at the line of scrimmage.
Met him right in the hole, didn't he?
2-point conversion fails.
I'm sure John Johnson wondered where in the world did he come from.
Yeah, I'll bet. He was not expecting that.
No, he was not.
55-8 our score. Here at the Salem High School football field. Tigers will get another chance on offense, and they had a very nice drive. Let's see if they can duplicate that. Here still in the fourth quarter. Still got time to get a drive in or two. But all Thayer Bobcats tonight, 55-8. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different scorers of touchdowns. And then their quarterback, Dawson Harris, with a couple of 2-point conversions, also has something on the board. Had a fumble recovery brought back for a touchdown. We've had 3 one-play drives that Thayer has had. Salem Tigers will be at Ava next week. Another SCA contest.
Yep.
Ava. Short kick to take it at the 30-yard line. Tigers trying to bring it back, and they will keep going, keep going, keep going.
There we go.
And Brody Ray with that return gets it back to about the 43. Short kick. Brody came up and took it. Maneuvered his way up to about looked like about the 45, but they're going to spot him down to about the 43.
Okay.
And the Tiger offense will come back out there again. Hayden Ragsdale injured back in that second quarter. He has not returned.
We don't know any further than that.
All we know is it's a leg injury because we saw them working on the leg.
Yeah.
It looked like his calf or shin.
Yeah.
Could even be a shin. It could be a bone bruise on the shin.
Yeah.
Those hurt like the dickens.
They do. They do.
Tigers go in their double wing. Du Bois will get that ball up the middle, trying to work his way through and hanging on to it for the Salem Tigers and getting about 3 yards. That's number 19 for the Salem Tigers. I don't see a number 19.
We had that last week too, didn't we, Stan?
I believe we did.
Yeah. Same thing, Stan. We never did get a update on that young man.
Well, 19. Hey, 19.
Let me see if I can find out who.
Let's see that. Find out. I haven't heard John Smith say anything. The infamous number 19 is at fullback, and he takes another one and just carries 3 or 4 Bulldogs, 3 or 4 Bobcats up to the midfield stripe. They don't know either.
What do we have there, Stan?
A gain up to the midfield stripe, a gain of 5.
5 for...
Same guy,
Same guy.
19.
Okay. We're sorry. I mean,
no. Wish we knew.
Like I say, we went to the public address announcer and some of the other coaches, and they had no idea either. So till we can get a report, we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well, we'll call him anonymous.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be known.
The guy that runs hard. Yeah.
They flip it back outside. Turn the corner is Deason. Deason cuts out for the first down. Nice cut.
Boom.
And he'll pick up 5, maybe 6 yards. Let's see where they spot him, Rick.
Okay.
Make it 7.
7.
Put him down to 30, our 41-yard line. First down for the Salem Tigers.
Nice run there, Stan, by Paxton.
And yeah, he turned that corner with some authority.
Yeah, he did.
He dug in. Was able to drop his head down and just purge through for a couple of yards. Far hash mark. We have a name?
Yes, we do.
Well, we'll talk about it later.
You bet.
The handoff goes to Anonymous, who's not anonymous anymore. He'll get 3 yards.
Okay. That's going to be Levi Halbrook, Stan.
Levi Halbrook, of course.
We did get a report. Thank you, Mr. Ed.
Okay. He's not even on the roster that I can see.
That's who he told me.
Okay. Oh, we're going with it.
We're going with it, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it could be a young man that was just eligible to play last week. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that either. Second down and 8 yards, giving it back to Levi. And Levi will pick up about 3, but there's a flag down. And Silas DuBois just got punched down by the Thayer Bobcat player number 18.
That's going to be a personal foul, Stan.
And that is Gannon Burrish. Yeah, that's going to be 15. After the play, just cross-checked him in the head with his arm.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Silas didn't do anything to deserve that from that guy.
So
it'll be after the spot, so it'll be a gain of 3 and then the 15-yard penalty.
And that was Levi, wasn't it? Yes, Stan?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Where are you going, guys? No. You don't mark it from there. No.
They did?
No, they marked it from the line of scrimmage.
Okay. All right.
That's not where you mark it from, guys. It's a post play.
He was there where he should have been, and then
The foul occurred after the play.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. First and 10 for Salem at the 25-yard line.
We was ready to snap the ball, and the coach was talking to the referee. Now we're ready.
Well, they never even started a play clock, right? Again. Tigers flip it outside to May. Alton May breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Alton May diving through the middle, trying to go off the far end. And they'll get down to about this 19-yard line, a gain of about 6. No flags. Second and 4. Now, once the penalty was occurred after the play.
Yeah, it was after the.
So after Levi ran his 3 yards, that should have been added onto there, which they were going to do at first, and then they moved it back to the original line of scrimmage. That's not correct. Guys out of Waynesville, that's not correct, okay? It's a post-possession foul.
Yep.
All right. Second down. About 4. Trying to hand that ball off, and no way Levi could get anywhere on that one. He got hit for a 2-yard loss.
There was no hole there, Stan.
Albrook barely got the handoff from Silas.
Yeah, he did.
Bring up third and about 7. 4:24 left to go in this game. 55-8. I'd like to see Salem get another score here, Rick, before it's all said and done.
True.
Got a big third down conversion here. Not seeing Silas throw the ball.
Yeah.
He's got Schlomer wide to the left side. Under center, Silas keeps it himself on the option. Has some running room and then ran right into a tackler. He's going to be very close to the first down.
He may have got it,
I don't know if he did or not. Ricky's right there. They're going to give it to him. First and 10 for Salem at the 15.
Good.
He ran right into 2 would-be tacklers for Thayer, and I thought if he came back to his right instead of going to his left. He might have been able to take it to the end zone, but that's not what happened. Still, he gets the first down at the 15. Tigers trying to get another score on the board before it's all said and done. Stay in that double wing formation. They've been in all night long. They get this one to Deason. Deason gets hit behind the line of scrimmage and will lose a yard. 3:09 and counting. Now see, that's how it's supposed to be done. They threw the ball in from the side. He spots it, stays there, makes sure nobody's coming in and out, and then set the ball, walked away. Not come back, move the ball. All right. 2nd down, 11. Ball just outside the 16-yard line, and a flag goes down. I think I saw a little movement on Salem's side.
He pointed to offsides. I guess they must have been lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, well, they could have been there too.
Yeah.
looked like decent. I'm not sorry, not decent. It looked like Alton may have just moved a little,
Just
but
twitch, yeah.
But that's not what they called.
Yep.
2 minutes exactly left to go in this one. Ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Tigers get a first down at the 5. Keeping it is Silas on the option. Silas to the end zone. Touchdown. Du Bois scores from 12 yards out, and the Salem Tigers get their 2nd touchdown of the game.
Nice run by Silas, Stan. He seen that hole open up on the outside, and he just went for the corner of the end zone and got it in there.
Well, nice thing about it, Rick, it was another one of those option plays.
Yep.
He faked it to the running back, kept it himself, let the running back take the hits,
and
then he was able to easily go in the end zone.
Yeah.
2-point conversion try. Silas giving this one, trying to get to the outside, and cutting in is Alton May for the 2-point conversion. And the Tigers are 2 for 2.
Yeah. On the 2-point conversion.
And May has both of them. So Du Bois with a 12-yard run made a 2-point conversion with 1:43 to go. And the Salem Tigers able to get a couple of touchdowns in this game.
True.
But they will follow the Thayer Bobcats in this SCA contest by the score, more than likely, of 55-16. I can't see Thayer doing anything on offense, Rick.
I'm like you.
I think they'll take the kickoff and probably take 2 knees, and the game will be over. But they are going to put Washington down there again, along with Corbin Taylor. I would not rule anything out. Almost all the first team guys are back out there.
Do not kick it
to him.
No. No.
I'd rather kick it out of bounds. Yeah, why not? Put it at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Titus wants to do. Maybe he wants to boot it to the end zone. Well, if he can, that'd be great.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I'm not sure that he has that kind of foot. Kick, squibs that one like an onside kick almost. And it's covered by Ava at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Taken down there by the Ava Bears, Combs. And a minute and a half and counting. Well, a lot of those first teamers are still out there, Rick.
To take a knee?
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Atkinson's the quarterback. He's out there, but they still have a couple of guys out there. Washington now comes off.
Okay.
Down to minute 10. Clock is running. 55-16.
The play clock hasn't started, Stan, so they
Well,
can just,
what the heck, you know?
they can just let it go. Yeah.
They could. But I think they're just going to take a knee, and they do. And we'll have to do it one more time.
Okay.
This has been a one-sided game in the first half, definitely all for Thayer, but second half, at least the Tigers offense got a few things going. And that's it. They took the knee, and now we're underneath the play clock time. So Ricky, the Salem Tigers will fall to Thayer by a score of 55-16. Not what the Salem Tigers fans had hoped for. I know when they came out tonight, always looking for something positive. Tigers did get a couple of late touchdowns and made 2 two-point conversions, which is the good news. But unfortunately, turnovers again got them in trouble back in that first half, as the Salem Tigers got a fumble from Ragsdale at the 22-yard line that was picked up and returned for a touchdown right after Thayer had scored a touchdown on offense. And then another fumble by Ragsdale on a handoff at the 8-yard line. That turned into a touchdown 3 plays later. And then we had another fumble by May at the 37-yard line, and that ball ended up in the end zone as well. And of course, then we had the muff punt, adding the penalty on there, took the ball to 29, a one-play drive. So a lot of different things happened for the Thayer Bobcats, all in their favor in that first half, and they were able to take advantage of every one of those breaks and add points to the board. We are going to take a 3-minute break, come back with some stats from this one. It's Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years since you last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Brian Martin in Salem.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
We're back at the Salem High School football field tonight, it was the Thayer Bobcats defeating the Salem Tigers. The final score 55-16. In case you're just joining us, it was all Thayer in the first half. And Rick, we talked about they took advantage of every opportunity they had. The 3 fumbles the Salem Tigers made, they were able to score on every one of those. The muff punt that they had, they got the penalty, and they scored on that. Virtually, I think every which way you could think of, they've scored in this game.
They done everything right, Stan.
They did.
I can say that.
They did.
They done everything right that they could do, and that was that's about all we can say about this game, especially early. They took the big lead and they never let up.
When you look back at this game, Rick, and you see that Thayer only had 3 first downs in the first half, and they didn't need any more, or 5 first downs, whatever it was, and the Salem Tigers had 1, and it was just really just domination in that first half. But then again, the turnovers, the 3 fumbles that they capitalized on. Ava Bears. I don't want to keep going. That's for next week. Yeah, Thayer Bobcats had 1 turnover. That was that interception that was thrown late in the second quarter. But really, when you look back at it, Thayer Bobcats played a very, very disciplined and smart football game.
Yeah, and like you say, they didn't beat themselves. They didn't, everything that they, very few penalties on the night. I mean, it's, it was a well played ball game, I thought, by the Thayer Bobcats here tonight.
Let's talk about some of the stats for the game, Rick.
Okay, let's start now. Let's go ahead. Since we're talking about Thayer, Stan, let's just go ahead and go with Thayer. And their leading carrier tonight, Stan, is going to be Cordell Washington, Stan, on 2 carries at 92 yards. But we'll kind of go through the rest of these guys. Thomas Poole had 2
tough
carries.
Night.
Yeah, tough night for poor Cordell. Yeah, Thomas Poole had 2 carries for 54 yards. Zeb Du Bois, Stan, had 3 carries for 9 yards and 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Heath Combs had 2 carries for 57 yards.
By the way, Washington had 2 touchdowns on 2 carries.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Dominic Boys had 4 carries for 23 yards. Dawson Harris, Stan, had 3 carries for 12 yards. Corbin Taylor had 3 carries for 10 yards. Rowan Johnson had 12 carries for 74 yards.
He had a good game, too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and Owen Brown, Stan, had 3 carries for 36. And Cashton Ming, Stan, had 3 carries for 5 yards. So they ended up with 375 yards, or 373 yards rushing on the night.
And Thomas, Johnson, and Ming all had touchdown runs.
So it wasn't just one guy or the other. It was up and down their lineup, And Dawson Harris, Stan, did put the ball up 3 times. He completed 2 of those passes for 15 yards. So they ended up with 388 total yards on the night.
Very good, and really most of that came in the first half.
Yeah.
They really only had 1 drive in the second half at all.
Yeah, like I say, the Salem Tigers had it most of all in the second half.
And of course it was a running clock.
That's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, but Salem got the ball to start out, and they just took the ball down the field and scored. And it took up a lot of time.
Yeah, it took about half of that third quarter.
Yeah, they did.
And then Thayer scored just the beginning of the fourth quarter, and then Salem scored near the end of the fourth quarter. So
that's kind of how that all went. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Okay, now we'll go with the Salem Tigers, Stan. Silas Du Bois, Stan, had 12 carries for 21 yards. Alton May and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, and Alton May had 5 carries for 20 yards.
Brody, and 2 2-point conversions.
2 2-point conversions. Brody Ray, Stan, had 9 carries for 30 yards. I thought Paxton Stan had a pretty good night. He had 5 carries for 38 yards. And Levi Halbrook, Stan, come up and he had 4 carries for 11 yards. So Salem ended up with 120 yards of rushing on the night. And Hayden Ragsdale, Stan, put the ball up twice, incomplete. Silas Du Bois put the ball up 1 time, Stan, and incomplete. So we ended up with 120 total yards on the night.
I think Hayden Ragsdale had a couple yard loss on that fumble play that he ended up getting hurt on. Yeah. So we did not write that yardage down.
Yeah, we did.
At the time, and so kind of leaving it go at that. And again, interesting game tonight for the Thayer Bobcats because they used a lot of different tools. Yeah. And I think the Tiger defense saw this was a good education for them because this is a very quality football team. They can run the ball, they can pass the ball, but they do block very, very, very well.
Yes, they do.
Salem Tigers finished the game with 7 first downs, 10 for the visiting Thayer Bobcats. Salem Tigers only had 1 penalty in this game, 5-yard penalty.
Wasn't a lot of flags tonight.
No, there wasn't a lot of flags. And then 7 penalties for Ava, I did it again.
You did
for
it
Thayer,
again.
for 55 yards. 3 fumbles for Salem Tigers. All of them ended up in the end zone for the Thayer Bobcats, and then 1 interception by the Salem Tigers, and that was Kane Barrett with that interception down around the 2-yard line near the end of the first half. When we come back in 2 minutes, we'll wrap things up and we'll give you the scoring in this one. And when we return here to Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media, again back in 2 minutes, it's Tiger football on KSMO.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hub's Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Welcome back to the Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. Thayer tonight beat the Salem Tigers and beat them 55-16. It all started out after the Salem Tigers kicked off Thayer Bobcats. They started out their own 37-yard line. It took a whole 13 seconds for them to score their first touchdown. It was a lateral pass from the quarterback, Dawson Harris, over to Cordell Washington, and Washington just outran every single Salem Tiger all the way down the sideline to right sideline, and a touchdown. Then immediately after that, the Salem Tigers got the ball at the 22-yard line. The Tigers fumbled the ball and never really, I don't think Ragsdale ever really had the snap. He fumbled the ball, and Dominic Boyce picked it up, ran it 22 yards in the end zone, and 25 seconds into this game, Rick, it was 14-0. Now, point after on the original touchdown by Washington was blocked, and they actually picked it up on the block and ran it in, and it looked like it might be a two-point conversion. I had never seen a block punt, which it is a live ball, by the way. If you block it, comes back to a player on the Thayer side, but there was a penalty, and then after they tried it again, the point after was blocked again. Then Harris scored a two-point conversion after the Dominic Boyce touchdown, and so that made it 14-0. Salem Tigers offense did have a little bit of a run there. Brody Ray had some nice runs. Yep. Tigers able to move the ball a little bit, but unfortunately that play that drive stalled. They had to punt the ball away, and then their Bobcats actually used a little bit of offense. I think it was a 5-play drive, Rick, but don't quote me.
Yeah.
And I think from the 46-yard line, Thomas Poole on a dive play, just right off the right tackle, he just took off. And, I mean, it was a nice run. And, again, Poole's another one of these guys that's got some lickety-split speed. He took off at the side, right down the middle of the field, actually, off that dive play, and he was able to score. Almost like an old Veer, Rick.
Yeah,
I mean, you can almost say it like an old Veer. Yeah. And then the point after by Washington, the Cordell was able to hit that one, and that made it 21-0. And then it was Du Bois with his touchdown, his first touchdown. That came on a 1-yard run. That came after a fumble by Ragsdale at the 8-yard line. 3 plays drive on this one, and Du Bois got it down to the 1, almost went in his first time, and then he was able to get it in on 3rd and goal. from the 1 yard dive play, really, and he just made it pretty easy. The point after was blocked again by the Tigers, 27-0 at that point, 3:42 and left in the first quarter with the 103 mark. Salem Tigers, well, I should say 113 mark. Salem Tigers had to punt the ball away. The punt came down. They're going to get called for obstruction because Cordell Washington called for a fair catch. Ball hit, I think, his shoulder pad or Salem Tiger shoulder pad. I don't know who. If it is Salem Tiger pad, it should have been dead.
Yeah.
But I guess it hit Cordell Washington in the shoulder pad, came down, was returned 10 yards from that mark, and then they added a penalty off to the return. We cannot advance a muff punt. So, anyway, but they did, and they added the 15 yards on. And then in a one-play drive, it was Cordell Washington. He just, right through the gut. A little bit of a maneuver there, but, not much, and he just took off, 29-yard run. Boyce 2-point conversion, that Dominic Boyce guy again, and they made it 35-0.
I still couldn't tell, Stan.
Couldn't tell. Rick is watching the replay.
I could not tell.
I believe it hit his shoulder pad,
I
Rick.
think it did. Yeah, I think it did.
So, anyhow.
Yeah.
But who's to know, right?
Yeah, true.
And so then with that's the first quarter.
Yep.
35-0 after the end of one quarter play. Salem Tigers again struggled. Could not get the job done, and then it just you look at these stats and you kind of you start to relive the game, and you're thinking we just really never could get anything going. It is a shame, but actually the Tigers couldn't get anything going. They had to punt the ball away, and when they did, it was Combs this time with I think it was a 42-yard run down to the one.
Yeah.
And then it was Zeb Du Bois going in from there, and that was at the 10:45 mark of the second quarter. Harrison for the 2-point conversion, 43-0 at that point. And then it was Rowan Johnson with an 8-yard run at the 2:32 mark left to go in the half. The 2-point conversion failed, 49-0, and that play came off of the fumble by Alton May at the 37-yard line, and they took it down to the 8 and were able to get that done. In the second half, it was Salem Tigers actually controlling most. I say controlling most of the clock, but it was a running clock.
Yeah.
It was Silas Du Bois going in from 4 yards out to the 6:20 mark of the third quarter. 2-point conversion by Alton May was good, 49-8. Then it was Cashton Ming scoring with 10:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. That 2-point conversion failed, 55-8. And then it was Du Bois scoring one more time. Again, this was both of them on the option play, by the way. And he went in from 12 yards out. The 2-point conversion by Alton May again, 55-16. Our final score here tonight, Salem Tigers lose to the Thayer Bobcats. Thayer 4-0 on the year, Salem 1-3. Salem will be at Ava next week to face the Bears. We'll be there to bring it to you right here on KSMO Media. I want to thank Ben and Kenny doing all the video stuff. Really do appreciate the great work that they do. Gives us a chance even as we speak right now to you to take a look back at sometimes, and sometimes that helps us interpret what actually happened. Of course, we still couldn't tell on the muff punt. It doesn't answer all the questions.
That's right.
But it does answer most of them. Our Tiger Talk wrap-up brought to you as a courtesy of United Country Salem Realty right here in Salem at 605 South Main. Bad Wells, the broker owner, and they'll be more than happy to work with you to try to find the right real estate for you. 573-729-3148. Feel free to stop by and see them or give them a call. It's United Country Salem Realty bringing you our post-game show. For Sally back at the station, for Rick, my name is Stan. Again, thanking the boys on the video side, Ken and Benny. They are incredible. They do a tremendous job, and without them, we'd just be audio.
That's right.
I'm serious.
That's right.
That would be all it is.
It'd be like the old time.
Be like the old days. It sure would, Rick. And we are old, I'm telling you that. No doubt about that. But we want to thank everybody for joining us. For those on the radio side, Cardinal baseball coming up, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers tonight. And don't forget, tomorrow we will have for you the Missouri game at 6 6 o'clock. The Cardinal game in Milwaukee will be delayed until after Missouri football. Missouri takes on South Carolina. 6 o'clock game time, and that'll be right here on KSMO. Also, don't forget tonight, City of Salem is going to shut the electric off at midnight. And it's going to be off, could be off as long as till 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you have electronic devices that are sensitive, make sure you shut them down. Computers, maybe smart TVs, things of that nature, you definitely want to make sure you shut them down before all of a sudden all the electric just goes off. Want to make sure that happens. We also want to remind everybody the Salem High School track. I know a lot of people like to walk on the track, but it is going to be closed for the next week. It's going to be open, I guess, hopefully reopen on the 20th, after the 26th. Yep. But it'll be closed from today all the way through the 26th. So please do not come to the track. Do not want to take your walk on the track. Hopefully you pass that on to neighbors and friends that the track will be closed for repairs. So please don't do that. Well, I always like to thank all our great sponsors that help bring you Salem Tiger football and basketball and volleyball and all the good stuff. We really do thank them. Without them, Rick, we can't do this.
We can't do anything.
We can't do anything. The boys can't do the videos. Sally would be probably at home with the kids instead of being at the station, which I know she loves. Anyway, nonetheless, we thank everybody for joining us for Tiger football here on KSMO. Have a great weekend and good night from the high school football stadium.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Salem Tiger Sports. Tonight's game wouldn't be possible without these incredible sponsors. Town and Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa, Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Taxmasters, Town and Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Joe Brand and Leah Nash, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, United Country Salem Realty, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, American Family Insurance, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardi, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Shelter Insurance, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Prevention Consultants of Missouri, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Discount Bins, Flyin' W Boutique, Healthy Dent County, the City of Salem, VIP Properties, Salem Farm Equipment, Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, Quick Tan and more, Four Rivers Community Health Center and Rocking G Western Trading Post. Thank you for watching tonight's game of Salem Tiger football, right here on KSMO Media.